And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the TokuTitanCast, not the TokuTitan podcast, which is a mistake I made when I was interviewing Andres Perez last weekend. Feel free to check that out. And tonight we're going to be talking about some Keita Amemiya, and along with me, I have the legendary Daikaiju Tony.
Hi.
Love the shirt, dude.
Thank you. Comrade Zeto, and oh god, sweat. But whatever, that's fine. I'll let it dry.
Yeah, that shirt looks oddly familiar.
Yeah, it's
you
should go to someone's T Public for this.
Yeah, I wonder where you bought that. and also joining us tonight is Cole, aka Godzilla Gamer 77.
You didn't see that. Hi. Nice to be on the stream again.
All right, guys. How are y'all doing?
Good.
I'm doing
Real
pretty good.
Awesome. Super glad to hear. And so yeah, tonight we're going to be talking about some Keita Amemiya, mainly Zerom 1 and 2, Kamen Rider Zeto, Kamen Rider J, and I guess we were going to talk about Garo, but we kind of had some stuff on all of our ends, so we couldn't really talk about it that much. So that's our bad. But if you would like to see me review Garo, then feel free to support me on Patreon. And depending on how many people support me on Patreon, I'll do a review on Garo. So feel free to hit that up. So first movie we're going to go ahead and talk about tonight is...
Did Davis freeze?
Yeah, okay, it's not just my end. Okay. He's stuck in limbo. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So this is now the Daikaiju Tony and Godzilla Gamer stream. So you think Davis had a power outage?
Oh god.
Oh no.
That'd be horrible.
Let's see, is the chat going on? Okay, so the chat's still going on. Okay, so I don't think the video's still going. Oh no, he's gone.
So I'm in charge of the stream now. Yeah, I want to talk about this comic book called Radiant Black, and let's talk about Ultra Mega, which is like a gory version of Ultraman that's somewhat meta. Radiant Black is an okay book from what I read so far. I'm not going to spoil much, but I highly recommend Ultra Mega.
This is sponsored by Nivea chapstick. Good company, great for your lips, makes them pristine. It's our sponsor for today.
And we're also sponsored by Chicken and the Biscuit. Some good stuff right here. Even though this box is almost empty.
Oh, wait, has David said anything in the Discord? Hold on, I'm curious if David said
yeah, I'm going to check.
Yeah, I want to check the Discord. Oh, his laptop crashed. Oh, no.
Oh, shoot.
This is the best start to any stream. This is the best start.
Oh, no. So,
all right, chat. What's up, chat? Send us some questions or funny memes.
Yes, please.
We got to pass the time somehow before he comes back. So wait, am I gonna say his name right? Keita Amemiya. Did I say that right? I don't think I said that right at all.
I think so.
Okay. How are we gonna start? Do you want to start talking about your exposure to him, I guess? How you first came across him?
My first exposure to him was Kamen Rider Zeto. And that's Zeto, not Zio, okay? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I got exposed to him from this. So, like, all this whole thing. I started with Zeto, though. I did start with that. Too.
Best Kamen Rider ever. Him and Jay. What else, Keita, Amemiya, should we talk about? I want to save
Yeah, I want to save
Zerum
the
for
movies.
Davis.
Yeah,
I want to save
the
Zerum for
movies.
Davis, like when he comes
Yeah.
in. So let's talk about Garo.
I didn't watch it.
I mean, I hardly know much about Garo. All I know is that there was a crossover event in Final Fantasy XIV years ago, and unfortunately, you can't do it now. So I can't have my midget dress up as Garo.
I like the character designs.
Oh my god,
he's
they're alive.
back!
I don't know what that was. Oh God. So
We're off to a good start. Good start. We're off to
yeah, great start, ladies and gentlemen. Good thing I'm not taking this too seriously. I mean, this show's just a side thing, not taken away from the main focus of the channel. So
we already lost 2 people from this. Oh no, we already lost 2 people, Davis. We got to kick in the high gear.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay.
What?
Tony, are you? What was that, Tony?
What you sniff?
It's chicken and biscuit. Okay, that actually. Ooh,
Man, we're having crack and Davis' laptop crash. Man, this is a great stream, man.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
it really is.
Oh god, that's gonna be up my nostril for a while. Oh god.
I guess y'all started talking about how you guys got exposed to Keita Amemiya.
Yeah, just as a starter, I guess.
Yeah. Funny enough, how I got exposed to Keita Amemiya was through this Instagram account called video_macabro, and he uploaded this. It was basically like a short, like 15 or second, not really 15 seconds, more like 30 seconds or so. It was like a little music video with clips from Garo.
Yeah, it had a montage. I remember
Yeah,
seeing that a long time ago.
It was a montage that played the song. I believe it was called "Motion" by Boy Harsher. Yeah, it was some really good stuff. So while these images refresh real quick, and Tony, I was able to catch you talking about how you got exposed to Keita Amemiya a little. Do you want to go in more on that before we continue?
Commenter Zeto saw a review. It's not really a review. I saw gameplay footage of it on the Sega CD. It's called Mass Rider.
Oh yeah,
and it's like one of the things that made me want to get a Sega CD back then. Before I found out how crappy that console really is. Like that and Mortal Kombat on Sega CD was like and Sonic CD.
Bless you.
Thanks.
I don't think Tony's doing too hot. I'm gonna be real. I don't think Tony's doing too hot.
Oh. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
and Cole, before this stream was planned, you had no idea who Keita Amemiya was.
Nope, had no clue who he was. But now I do, and I'm happy I do nowadays.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and kick off this discussion by talking about what's. I guess what would be like the first of like his like huge like major works, and that would be Zerum.
Yeah.
And right after right after I saw that video by Video Macabro, I immediately sought out this movie, and I found it on YouTube for free. But it was the English dub, but I did not care because I loved this movie.
Side note, you could get. Oops, sorry. Side note, you can see most of these movies on YouTube if anyone here is interested.
That's how I watched it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the dub for the first one too. Watch the dub for the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad actually.
Yeah,
It's not a bad dub.
It's honestly not a bad English dub. Like they really did a good job fleshing out the personalities of these characters, especially the AI Bob, who's basically sick of everyone.
Great name, by the way. Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
Great name.
It's like they all go into the teleporter, and he's just oh great, more trouble.
He's just slightly sarcastic about everything, even when people are about to die. He's just like, oh, I mean, I guess we can do this.
So yeah, like I thought Zeram was a very enjoyable, atmospheric, like underground tokusatsu sci-fi with a dash of horror. I mean, I thought it was all around just a fantastic movie.
Yeah, we need a Blu-ray release of it.
Yeah, for some reason, Zeram 2 has a Blu-ray release, but not the first movie, which is weird.
That's so
like I really don't get that.
I will say, out of all the movies I watched for this is my second favorite. Only one beat it above this, but I really enjoyed this like a lot. I think the main creature is like I was really impressed, and the freaking that face thing, nightmare fuel, straight up nightmare fuel.
Also love how the movie like opens up with that face. Like it kind of looks like it's sleeping, but like as it wakes up and like does that sinister looking smile, and it doesn't help that it's completely in black and white, and like it lingers on. It's like right in your face.
Yeah, also just the design of Zeram too is great. I loved Zeram's design. And then later on in the movie, as it gets more and more like messed up, it's like it gets even crazier. Really solid human characters. Really good music too. I really loved the music in this movie.
Yeah.
It was really
I forgot who's the composer for Zeram. Who's the composer? I do recognize his work from other Toku.
I'm actually going to go pull that up right now. Zeram composer Hirokazu Ota.
Hirokazu Ota.
And he was also the composer for not just several okay, so yeah, he was also the composer for Mechanical Violator Hakaider, which we'll get to later.
Oh, no wonder they sounded so similar.
Yeah, like I really like how the soundtrack to not just the first Zeram, but the second one as well. It was like this very like it had this very like ancient sort of feel to it, which perfectly suits Zeram as a character. Like I really like how you really get a sense that Zeram has existed for like all these years with like the tattered clothes, and I mean just everything about it. I also love how as the movie progresses, as it's like the more they beat Zeram keeps like evolving. Into these like weird, creepy, different forms. One is a suit. One is basically the top of his head that's being held together like a puppet. There's like a weird stop motion spider thing.
Oh, then the end with that puppet. Oh, that thing was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same composer as Hakaider. I'm just reading the comments real quick.
All right. And I also. I'm sorry. Continue on, Cole.
Oh, I just wanted to say, just on the music, my favorite track is every time Zeram was on screen, they have like that. At least in the first movie, they have like that chant or whatever. Like that was a really like effective track, if you ask me. I really enjoyed that musical piece. It was.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. And I especially loved the main protagonist, Iria, played by Yuko Moriyama. I thought she was super badass.
Yeah.
Yep. Best bounty hunter ever. Yeah, you heard me, Boba Fett.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely like one of the best like bounty hunter characters in anything sci-fi related in my opinion, and also one of the best most well written strong female protagonists in film, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Let alone Toku.
Yeah. And I also really like the the other two supporting characters, Teppei and Kamiya. I thought they were hilarious.
Oh, their banter was great. I love their banter.
Oh, truly. I mean, it was great. I really love the one moment where they're in the van and like the face thing at the top of Zeram's head like reaches out from the back of the window and they're all freaking out. Kamiya's like holding on to it while Teppei just like whoosh, like he just gets out of the van, tries to figure out a way to like stop the weird Zeram face thing, and like ends up taking a chunk out of Kamiya.
Yeah.
When that happened, I was like, oh.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I also love
yeah,
the
it was
escalation of
really-
events in this movie. I think the scene that made me go, "Oh no," was when they were trying to kill one of the like side bugs that Zero made, and then it shoots like the contraption that released him. I was like, "Oh, these poor guys! Oh no!"
Yeah, and Zeram is truly like one of the most terrifying villains in any tokusatsu film that I've seen. Not only not only is he pretty like terrifying looking and powerful, but he's also mysterious and is like really intelligent.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really like how it wasn't just like this creature who relied on sheer brute force. Like he actually had some wit to him. He had like an actual strategy when it came to attacks and all that. Also, really like how unpredictable Zeram was. Like when he takes on like the mushroom top head form, and they finally trap him in that capsule. They put it through the teleporter, and Bob tells him, "Hey, I need you two to go get that capsule." And then and Teppei and Kami are looking at each other like, "No, you get it." and then as soon as they're about to pick it up, Zeram starts flying around. It's like, oh my god. So any more thoughts on Zeram as a film?
I mean, it's the second best Toku movie involving mushrooms.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I really appreciated that this movie went out of its way to like really care about its human characters. Like they all bounce off each other very well. And even characters like Bob, he's just a computer, but he's got a great personality. Like I really cared about these human characters. And not even to mention I really liked the atmosphere of this movie. Like how it's constantly in dark, the many shots of like Zeram in front of a light and the fog's always behind him. Like there's a lot of great shots like that. I really was kind of, my expectations were blown. I had a blast with this movie. So like, yeah, very underrated. People should check it out.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Anything else, Tony?
Well, I haven't seen the anime adaptation, but I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, like
anime?
yeah, there is a prequel anime to Zeram called Iria, which you can watch on Retro Crush for free with ads that you can easily bypass with an ad blocker.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
I,
Is the
I, I,
anime bad?
I hear it's actually pretty good, and
Oh,
I've been meaning to check it out for a good while.
I mean, this could be the best live action Metroid movie when you think about it.
Yeah, I was actually talking with Sean not too long ago, and honestly, Keita Amemiya would make a really good live action Metroid film.
Yeah.
I think he could.
Oh, be right back.
All right.
Imagine Ridley in like a Amemiya kind of style. Like, wow, that'd be something else, right?
Oh yeah, that I'd love to see that. And also Iria is, her character is I mean not too much like Samus, but it's got that same vibe, you know. Yeah, and I also really going back to what you were saying earlier about the character dynamic, when it came to our leads, I really liked how as the film progressed, they Kami and Teppei and Iria really started to get closer to each other, and and at first she did kind of come off as a bit of this cold-hearted badass, but as the movie went on, as Teppei and Kamiya got themselves in even more danger, she really learned to really care for them, and I think that's pretty awesome, especially at the end of the movie where they take that little group photo and they cut to the credits.
So wholesome, such a great ending, just on a snapshot, like an '80s like rom-com or something. They ended on freeze frame.
It's like, yeah, we almost got killed by this like immortal alien, but hey, it was a good time. Let's take a picture together.
I kind of thought when the credits rolled, I was like, what's gonna happen to with his arm and the cut on one of their faces? Are they gonna be okay after that? Like, are you sure they're not gonna like die from blood loss or anything? Like, but hey, no, happy time, good photo. It's okay. We live.
Yeah. Perhaps the real Zeram were the friends we made along the way.
Oh, be quiet, David. Although Zeram 2 is a whole other beast within itself whenever we get to that one. Was that Zeram himself right there? Was that Zeram?
I lost my Kamen Rider J shirt, so I'm just gonna rely on this.
All right. Okay, so we're real quick, but we're just wrapping up our final thoughts on Zeram before we talk about its sequel.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, got any final thoughts on Zeram before we continue, Tony?
Good movie. We definitely need a Blu-ray release of it, but if you can't, or if we're not gonna get a Blu-ray release of it, at least it's still on YouTube for now. Hopefully.
Yep.
Like, I highly recommend. It's one of those underrated Toku gems that I highly recommend. Just because of how crazy it is.
Yeah, it absolutely is a gem within itself. Like, it's something you really don't see any more of these days.
Also, one of the characters from the Gamera Heisei trilogy is in there. Is one of the main characters. Just
yep, that's
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so that pretty much does it for Zeram 1. Now, if
oh no,
my
lagging,
slow ass laptop,
don't crash. Oh god, oh god.
Oh no. I
gonna crash again
now.
How are you able to speak with your mouth like that?
I should be okay now.
God, Davis's PC's barely running Minesweeper as it is. I mean, like, his computer is catching on fire at this rate.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what's happening.
You look like freaking the NPCs for that Titanic game on PC. Like the way your
oh no.
Like the way your voice doesn't sync up with your lips. Round 2.
Yep, Zeron 2.
Tokyo Shock.
Which
How much is the Tokyo Shock DVD?
I haven't checked actually. Though considering only Zeron 2 has a Blu-ray here in the US and not the first movie, I wouldn't be surprised if it's got some ridiculous aftermarket prices.
Yeah, kind of like Godzilla vs. Biollante.
An
Yeah.
unstoppable menace, an army of killers. That's like one scene in the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Great scene,
So,
but that's only one scene.
Yeah. Zeron 2. I personally I prefer the first movie, but it's not by a lot. I still thought the characters were really good as they were in the first movie. Zeram still had that awesome presence like he did in the first movie.
Right.
For me, it is one of those movies where it's kind of more of the same, but not really, and it's in a good way. It's more of the same in a way where it still manages to be like a fun experience.
I really like that this sequel actually feels like a natural continuation. Everybody comes back for this one. There's a natural evolution with every character. Like the plot makes sense coming off the first one to the second one. I think the most disappointing thing for me, Zeram didn't feel as like unstoppable as he was in the first movie. Like there isn't like he has this form, then he has this form, then he has this. He mostly just has one form for the whole movie, but it's a cool like form. It's just he doesn't have. That's the only real disappointing thing about Zeram 2, but it's still got great action sequences, really good character writing.
Definitely.
Still, I prefer the first one more, also because of its atmosphere. There's a lot of shots in the day, and I feel like Zeram isn't as cool in the day, but that's just more of a personal aesthetic thing for me. But
Yeah,
it's a solid sequel, though. Very solid sequel. I think it's right below the first one, but I like the first one a little more than the sequel. But very solid still.
Right. Yeah, I will say that the atmosphere in Zeron 2 wasn't as present. Excuse me. Wasn't as present as it was in the first movie. Like you mentioned earlier, Cole. The use of shadows, the lack of lighting, the fog. Like it really played very well into Zeram's character. And here, while Zeram does look pretty awesome, it does lack that atmosphere that makes him like absolutely imposing.
Well, my thoughts on Zeram 2, since I haven't seen this one in a while, because I did rewatch the first Zeram I think 3 weeks ago, but from what I can recall, even though the Zeram in the second movie looks cool, it's nowhere near as mind-blowing as how he looked in the first movie.
Oh yeah, because in the first movie he took on like all these multiple forms, and each one was portrayed through like a different means of practical effects. Here, like it's mainly like just the one form, which is like the super tall alien rabbit looking thing, which again looks awesome.
I got more of like an Egyptian, I don't want to say sphinx, but like like the dog kind of thing with the pointy ears. That's what I kind of got out of it. Not a rabbit, but not a bad comparison though. I got more of an Egyptian sort of thing with him.
Oh yeah, now you mention it, I definitely see that Egyptian sort of like aesthetic to Zeram, especially when it comes to the pants.
Although I will say I prefer the dome of like the first movies Zeram, where he has like that dome constantly, the head's like in the middle of it. I prefer that look more, because he kind of has that at first, but he loses it pretty early on, and then he just kind of has the standard like ears afterwards. It's still a cool look. I just prefer the originals more, but that's a personal taste thing.
I gotcha. And to add what you were saying earlier, Cole, I also really appreciate the fact that it felt like a natural progression from the first movie. Like when Tepe and Kamiya see Iria for the first time again ever since the events of the first movie. Like it feels really like wholesome. Like seeing a group of friends who haven't seen each other in so long finally like get back together after a while. It was honestly a pretty heartwarming moment. And I'm sure heartwarming is like the last thing you want to hear when it comes to an unstoppable alien that's trying to kill everyone, but it's a nice little touch.
One thing that surprised me about the sequel, like in the first movie, they reference that one of them is like meeting a girl, and then the second one he's getting married. I'm like, oh wow, they paid attention to that kind of stuff. That's actually great. Yeah. Like it made me appreciate this movie a lot. It's not just the same old. Like they actually bothered to continue the story. Like I greatly appreciate that about this movie.
Yeah, and they're on the phone trying to figure out like what shoes to get the wife, because he completely forgot like what shoe size that she wore.
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking, I'm probably gonna have to go through that someday. Damn, all right. But and yeah, like I think the action scenes here, well, again, they do lack that atmosphere from the first movie. They were still pretty awesome. Yeah, it's especially that the one scene that they're marketing here on this art. I mean, yeah, it's a cool scene, but that was just one part of the movie.
And it's early on too. It's not even like half an hour in.
Yeah. I also really liked the moment where Tepe is like trapped and he accidentally puts his foot on like the mine.
Oh,
yeah.
I love when the other guy shows up though, and he comes to like the fog with like the Gatling gun and stuff, and he's like, "I'm here to save you."
Yeah,
I love that scene.
Yeah, that was a pretty awesome moment. Like another scene I really enjoyed, and it's a little while after after Zeram like gets a sword like stuck through his head, and he's like dangling there like off the side of a building, and like much later there's that scene where like the face like comes out of Zeram, pulls the sword out, and I'm just like, oh god. there really is no stopping Zeram.
Yeah.
All right, so any more thoughts on Zeram 2 before we move on to the next thing?
It's an alright movie. It's definitely not as good as the first one. Like, but it's still entertaining to watch. Like, especially since it has moments.
I think I'd give Zeram 2 like a 7 or an 8 out of 10, and I guess because I'm giving a rating, the first one's like a 9 for me, like 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Both very solid movies, and I'm very glad I found these gems because I'm so happy I found these. They're really solid movies. Definitely recommend it to a Toku guy.
Oh yeah, because when it comes to Tokusatsu, it's always Godzilla, it's always Ultraman, Kamen Rider, Sentai, Gamera, and every once in a while you would come across these like little gems. You don't really see anyone else talking about them, and it really makes finding them even more special. Because truth is the Zeram films are pretty criminally underrated, in my opinion.
Very underrated, especially after watching them. Yeah, definitely underrated.
Yeah, and again, why is the second movie on Blu-ray and not the first one? You wanna answer that, Media Blasters, please?
Media Blasters is even still a thing.
Media Blasters is still a thing. They just released Hokkaido not too long ago on Blu-ray.
Huh.
Oh, huh.
And of course, we'll get to Hokkaido later. Let's see. Hopefully my laptop doesn't explode.
Oh, he's
while
lagging
I'm
again.
getting on
He's
the screen
lagging
share.
again. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I gotta start praying. I gotta start praying. Mhm.
And I'm just gonna. Oh, wait, not wrong link there.
It's a good image, though. Good image.
Oh yeah, it's super cool. Let's see here. Yeah, we are totally professional guys. I really love Keita Amemiya's like artwork for like for Zeram. Like as you can see here, it's like the guy really knows his stuff. Like
Yeah.
I can honestly just look at this for hours and not get tired of it.
Oh, Davis, you gotta blur that. No, there's boobs there. Davis, you gotta censor that. We're gonna get taken down.
What? What?
Put a black bar over that.
Wait, you have a problem with alien tits, Cole?
Hey, not in my
Hey,
good Christian toku
Whoa.
show. All right.
What about Mother of Ultra? You know, her and her mommy milker.
Oh, you just ruined it for me, man. You've ruined my immersion. That's it.
Sean, how's it going?
Sean.
Hey,
Hey.
Yeah, we're
what's up?
you're here just in time. We're wrapping up our final thoughts on Zeram 1 and 2.
Oh, mind if I give my thoughts?
Go for it.
Go ahead.
I absolutely love the first one. I think it's such a fun tokusatsu movie. First off, the Zeram design, majestic. It's really fun. It's really entertaining. You know, it's got a great, likable human cast. It's got amazing special effects. Oh man, it's so entertaining. The second one is kind of a retread, but you know, it's still worth watching for what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's more of the same, but in a good way. Like it still manages to be a very fun time.
For me, it kind of suffers the Daimajin syndrome in a way, where like the Daimajin sequels kind of suffer, if you know what I mean.
I gotcha. Yeah.
But still worth watching. You know, don't let that be a put off to the audience. You know, the second Zeram movie is still worth watching, especially for the creature designs alone.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the designs for Zeram are absolutely phenomenal, and if I were to put down a list of like favorite tokusatsu creature designs, Zeram is definitely there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was
Awesome.
described somewhere as like what was the combination between what was it? I feel like someone somewhere described Zeram's design as like a combination between like a Terminator and Predator.
I can see
can
that.
see
Yeah,
that.
I can see it.
yeah, like
I mean-
it's the feeling that it's that feeling of dread that overcomes you when whenever Zeram appears. It's like whenever Zeram enters the room, no one's gonna make it out alive.
Yeah.
Unless
it's
you're Area,
unless you're Area. Very true.
Yep.
who is awesome. I just want to add, Area is awesome.
She's great.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic.
All right, so got any more thoughts on Zeram before we continue on, Sean?
Oh, I also really love the score, especially in the first movie. I really dig the score.
Yep.
Yeah, we're actually just talking about that earlier. It's very atmospheric. It has this very like ancient like vibe that surrounds it, and it works incredibly well with Zeram's character.
Well, I like whenever Zeram is on screen. There's that eerie, eerie chanting that accompanies him.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier.
It's so outlandish, but it works.
Yeah, it works super well.
It really does.
Also, shout out Mizuho Yoshida is in the Zeram costume, and he does an outstanding job.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
GMK Godzilla, everyone. GMK Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, got any more final thoughts on the Zeram duology before we continue?
I absolutely love the first movie. Second one's watchable. That's pretty much it.
All right. Just waiting for everything to load up here. Okay, so we let's see here. Paul Tuckett says that Zeram was very Vader-like.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wait, hang on. My laptop is slow. I don't know what's going on with my laptop tonight.
Davis's camera be like,
yeah.
it's Davis's camera.
I guess it's got to do with all these tabs I have opened up.
Zeram, it's just Zeram interfering. Zeram's interfering with your connection.
Oh no.
Yeah, in a few seconds.
Bob, help me out, please.
Davis, in a few seconds, you're gonna start hearing this like, why do I hear boss music? But instead of boss music, it's just like this weird, loud chanting.
I was like, oh no, Kamen Rider Zeto, save me!
Dun,
Yes!
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun,
Oh,
dun,
that song is so
dun,
catchy.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh man, Kamen Rider Zeto.
Kamen Rider Zeto.
It's an absolute blast and nice. I love the shirt, Sean.
Mine got wet.
And whose fault is that?
Yours.
Use yours and only yours, Tony.
You're the one that was sniffing bread. What are you talking about?
So as
oh man, this was my exposure to Kamen Rider, and I'm super glad it was because Kamen Rider Zeto is a fun movie. It's got a lot of heart and soul to it. The action scenes are top tier, easily some of the best tokusatsu fights ever made. Especially the fight with the Spider Woman. That one's just incredible.
Yep, all within the runtime of like 45 minutes.
Yeah, this movie flew by. This movie flew. Like I didn't even know it was over until the credits rolled. I was like, it's over.
It's a short movie.
It really is. That's what's crazy about it. It's so short, but you feel like you've experienced so much in that runtime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
but it was also meant
like
to screen with. Oops, sorry.
I'm sorry. Go on, Tony.
I think this was meant to also screen alongside with the Die Rangers movie, and one other Toku property. Forgot what it was, but I think this was it was either screened theatrically or broadcasted. I'm not entirely sure, but I do remember seeing a commercial for this on YouTube, and it was a double feature with this and the Die Rangers movie, which might explain the runtime.
Yeah, and wow, I lost my train of thought. I also forgot what I was gonna say because I'm just looking at this design and it's just wow. It works incredibly well.
It's so good.
Yeah, it feels, it has that very classic feel, yet it has the sort of modernized edge to it, and it plays more on the grasshopper aspect of the original Kamen Rider design, and here it really makes it work. Like I really like how like the texture and like the patterns like on the suit is very reminiscent of an insect. Like it's great. It's a great looking design. Like plus the eyes, the antennas.
I mean, yeah, it's not only that, it's very combat effective. That's another thing I really like about the Zeto costume.
Oh yeah, and oh yeah. I was also going to mention I really like that how despite like the runtime, it had a pretty rich story. Like they only go over Zeto's backstory for like a few minutes, yet you feel like you watched like an entire like 15-minute scene of someone like becoming Kamen Rider. It's one of those things where it's like while they do go over it in a pretty short time span, it has like a huge effect onto the story, and I just love that shot where he's on the ground looking into the puddle of water and sees his reflection as Kamen Rider.
Right.
And then he gets struck by lightning. Oh
yeah.
or need I mention that opening scene when he finally wakes up, and then literally that there's that awesome pose of him where he's shrouded in the shadows, and then literally the title of the movie appears over him. He literally steps through the title like a boss, and then just Kamen Rider's head on. I'm like, yes.
And the theme song that plays, dun dun dun. Da 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 da.
I
really want to say this movie, man. This movie was bonkers. I was losing my mind throughout this movie. I was like, one scene, he's fighting this one thing. Next thing, he's fighting a huge spider, which was a great special effect. I'm like, this has been 15 minutes. And then he goes into dark backstory. I'm like, oh, I feel bad. Next thing, kid gets swiped by a freaking bird guy. And I'm like,
yeah,
what's happening? But I was thoroughly entertained. I was having a blast with this movie. Super. I think this is my favorite thing I watched. Out of all the things I watched, this was my favorite. I had so much fun.
Oh, right here.
Even the opening fight is awesome. In the construction area where he just rams through a brick wall with his motorcycle. I'm like, holy crap!
He cuts his arm off, and then Neonoid forms a mechanical arm.
Mm-hmm.
Or even at the very end when he's like riding away from the factory, and there's like a bajillion explosions behind the bicycle.
Oh, not to mention the way he transforms on his bike. It's cool.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And also that's Toei Tokusatsu for you. You need to have massive explosions going off in the background.
That's Super Sentai in a nutshell. Every episode ends with an explosion. So like, what do you got to say to that?
Davis, I'm in total fanboy mode. I need to get my thoughts on Zeto.
I'm sorry. What was that, Sean?
I'm in total fanboy mode right now. I need to give my thoughts on Zeto, Davis.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
I love this movie so damn much. I've gotten a pretty decent exposure to quite a bit of Kamen Rider, especially thanks to our buddy Ace. But I gotta say, this remains my favorite Kamen Rider media. Yeah, I'm a little biased because this was technically my introduction to Kamen Rider. This was the first piece of Kamen Rider media I ever watched.
Same.
And
Same.
My God, it did not disappoint. I mean, the story, especially for only a 50-minute runtime, was so encapsulating. The characters were likable and interesting, especially Masaru Aso, aka this film's Kamen Rider. The villains were really colorful. Neonoid was fantastic. Neonoid basically, for any Zelda fans, is basically the Kamen Rider equivalent to Majora's Mask. Please leave if you agree with me in the description, please let me know. Like Neonoid, basically.
I can see that.
he's the Kamen Rider Majora's Mask if you really think about it, especially
I can
when,
see
you know, towards the end when he appears in his, you know, certain form without spoiling anything.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
the freaking creepy kid
yeah.
thing puppet. I don't even know how to describe it, but it looks cool and freaky at the same time.
The special effects are fantastic. The special
Mhm.
effects, and I mean this wholeheartedly, are better than pretty much all of the post-Biollante Heisei Godzilla movies. Like the care and effort into the costumes and the set pieces, and the fact is, not only at the costumes, all the monster designs. I mean, the Spider Woman, the Batman,
Mhm.
Batman. Kamen Rider Zeto himself, Neonoid, those costumes are so detailed, yet they're so flexible for combat because the fight scenes are great. The fight choreography is absolutely superb. The score, I forget who did the score specifically, but the score is phenomenal and eerie, especially the Davis, the clock tune that like kind of appears throughout the movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
which sounds a lot like it's
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera, yeah.
yeah. I was trying to remember the name of the track. It was Music of the Night in Phantom of the Opera. Like
Yeah.
I love Phantom of the Opera, and I
Me
really
too.
appreciate that.
It's so good. Like even like
Oh, yeah.
this Kamen Rider Zeto is what I would consider a perfect introduction to Kamen Rider. If you haven't
Yep.
seen anything Kamen Rider, watch Kamen Rider Zeto. It's from the bottom of my heart, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And Tony, you actually talked about this when we collaborated on my review of Kamen Rider Zeto and J. There is a manga adaptation of Zeto. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, manga
right.
adaptation. It's pretty good for what it is. I think it was made after the movie. It's more, since it's a manga, it could be packed with more content than what the movie offered, and it is in a way. Just there's a little bit more backstory to Kamen Rider Zeto, and there's a lot more destruction, and it's more of a end of the world type of situation. Like the monster is capable of like wiping out cities by just shooting lasers all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which was a very good scene, by the way.
Oh yeah, even in the movie.
Yeah.
Like him blowing up all the streets and people running away.
Yeah, that was sick.
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember correctly, like the Sega CD version of Kamen Rider Zeto has an English dub.
Yes,
did they dub the entire thing?
I believe so because I'm actually working on a fan restoration of it where I just
Really?
get the audio. I just get the audio of this. I just get the audio of the Sega CD version and just put it on any HD rep on YouTube.
Oh my god!
The dub is awesome. Like it has the best child voice actors of all time.
Oh god.
Yes.
I don't know if I want to believe you, Tony. This is coming from you, so I don't know if I want to believe it.
Would it be
So
better
good.
child voice actors than like the Megalon voice actors? I don't think so. You're gonna have
Hey, those are the Cole. Those are the best voice actors. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because it's the best film of all time. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's the best dub ever made.
Kamen Rider. Hey.
No, I'm sorry, dude. Megalon still got the drill beetle and giant other funny man robot. I mean,
No,
I think it's
I mean, yeah, Zeto does have a lot of insect motifs in his design, but he's no Megalon. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Cole,
listen, does Zeto ever smack his butt and to mock somebody like Megalon?
What?
I don't think
I come here and I come in and I hear smacking butts. Well, what's going on?
No,
Hey,
but
you missed the conversation.
But Cole, the bat creature literally references Pan's Labyrinth before Pan's Labyrinth. There's that.
But Megalon smacking his butt, though. though. I'm sorry. I think I still know the better movie here.
But no, Cole, I wanna see like someone take the ending of Kamen Rider Zeto and do like a Megalon dub instead of "Hey Megalon" or instead of "Hey Jet Jaguars." Hey, Kamen Rider, hey.
Wait, is he gonna do the? Just the thumbs up at the end.
Yeah, he's gonna do the thumbs up.
I mean,
there it is, right there.
Yeah, I mean, he did give a thumbs up before the credits.
No,
it's more of a
he gave more
fist
like
bump.
he gave more like a fist.
Oh, it was a fist
Yeah,
bump.
it was. Yeah, it was the fist thing. Yeah,
And did he transform? Presumably transformed one last time.
Now, Cole, to be fair, can the Jet Jaguar song compare to the Zeto end credit song? That's the question.
Don't make me fight about that. Oh, that's.
I'm gonna make you. I'm putting you on the spot, so you gotta answer.
Okay, Cole, I'll help you answer. Which one is in Godzilla versus Megalon?
All right, there you go.
That's not fair.
Davis helped me.
Hey,
Davis
not
helped me.
fair.
There you go.
Davis, not fair.
Listen, which songs makes me shed a tear? The Megalon one. That makes me shed a tear.
All right.
Oh, we just turned to gushing about Megalon again. Look what you did, Davis. Now we're talking about Megalon.
Oh, Davis, another thing I really gotta praise Zeto for, if you don't mind me bringing this up.
Go ahead.
Talk about a character that could have been so annoying, but actually is really well done in the movie, is Hiroshi.
Oh yeah, Hiroshi was awesome.
Hiroshi was awesome. He could have totally, like, if you watch the movie and like really follow the storyline, it makes sense why he acts the way he does, and it's just like that character totally could have turned out like, you know, one of the how the children in the Showa Gamera movies turns out, but no, like that kid did a very commendable job in the role.
Yeah,
and not to mention,
and they actually give him a good reason to be there.
Exactly, they give him a good reason to be there, and like, man, he's got some pretty heavy stuff. Like, I love the scene with him on the bridge when he's contemplating whether or not to throw away his childhood watch off the bridge. You know, it's
a pendant.
Pendant, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Tony. Get it right next time. Gosh.
Well, he's contemplating throwing the pendant off the bridge, and then, of course, we get that awesome music video-esque sequence.
Yes, yeah. The Nature Channel.
Oh, the music. Oh man, but like, no, Hiroshi really was well done, and I even like his grandpa. His grandfather was great too.
Oh yeah,
he's an awesome scientist. Like, have you seen what he built?
And the dad.
Oh yeah, that was so tragic. Like, what happened to him?
Yeah. I will say my one complaint with Zeto. Keep in mind, I love this movie to death. Like, I absolutely love it. The one complaint you could argue, and I believe they fix this in the manga, Tony. I really wanted to get to know the dojo characters more because I thought the dojo characters were fun.
Oh yeah, they give him a training montage before he goes out and rescues Hiroshi.
Yeah, they're really fun and colorful, but just like we only see them in the movie for 5 minutes. It's like, oh man, I really wanted to see these characters more. That's like literally my only complaint with the movie.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that. I would like to see more of those dojo characters.
And was that supposed to be Hiroshi's older sister running the dojo?
I believe so.
Yeah, I got that feeling. Yeah.
From the subtitles, I got sister, so that's what I'm assuming, because it sounded like they were saying sister in Japanese to me.
Yeah,
because I know very little Japanese, but I got I got more of a sister kind of thing, but I could be wrong.
Right. But if that's literally my only complaint with this movie, that's just a testament to how good this movie is.
Oh yeah. All right,
Arrow video, please.
Yes, please, and
get Matt Frank to do the cover art.
Okay,
Cole, go sit in the corner.
Okay, I'll be back, guys.
Okay, if Arrow's gonna do like a release for Zeto, J, and Shin, they might as well.
And Shin.
Yeah, you might as well use like the cover art from like the official Blu-ray that Toei put out, where it's all three of those movies in a single package, and the artwork looks fantastic. I'm
Yeah.
kind of
Do a
sad.
slip case. Reverse case.
Yeah, like it's a little reverse case, and I'm honestly kind of sad that I didn't pull it up before we start tonight, and I feel bad.
Yeah, I like the art where it's both Jay and Zeto. They're just looking up and it's all bright. I like that cover.
Oh,
All right.
Tony, but before you move on, Davis, Tony, didn't they give the Spider-Woman a tragic backstory in the manga?
Yep,
If I remember,
she was Zeto's girlfriend.
That's genius, honestly.
Yep.
That's heavy.
Yep, and when he kills her, she reverts back to her human self, and he's like, "Oh,
Oh,
shoot,
he
what have I done?"
does. Oh, she does.
Yep,
Oh,
and he's like holding her body.
ooh, that's heavy.
Yep.
Actually, before we continue on, Daimo Z, what's up? Once again, Daimos, thank you for contributing to the Patreon.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I've seen this.
Okay, so Saban, who famously did the localized version of Super Sentai, aka Power Rangers, they tried to do the same thing for Kamen Rider, but for Kamen Rider Black RX, and it was called Master Rider, and they spliced in footage from Zeto and for an episode, and I remember watching clips like from that episode, and it's like these suits look totally different. Like it just does not match at all.
Didn't Master Rider take from like the original Kamen Rider series? Isn't that right? Like the main source?
It was Kamen Rider Black RX, which I believe is a follow up to Kamen Rider Black.
What year was that? Do you know what year?
Somewhere in the 90s. It was after Zeto. I believe Black RX was after Zeto, or maybe in between, because Zeto was its own thing, but because it was his own 45-minute movie. Same with Shin and Jay, that I think Toei pitched to have their own series at one point, but it never really happened.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I honestly kind of want to watch Masked Rider just to fully experience how bad it is.
Masked Rider watch party win?
Hey. Masked Rider has Vern Troyer as Furbus, the greatest tokusatsu character of all time.
Ah, okay.
Does it really?
Yep. Yeah, it has
Oh
mini
my
me.
god. Also, Biggie, shut your mouth. I see your comment. If they're they better make it UK exclusive and only produce 500 copies. Biggie,
I'm gonna whip
stop.
you. I am going to whip you.
Also, $700 or something. I don't know. They like to overprice their Blu-rays a little.
No. Make it $1,000 on eBay and only have it available for bidding.
Oh, that's cruel.
Only make one copy, and it includes the Zeto.
No, and commentary by Matt Frank.
Oh, yeah. Not a commentary by Keita Amemiya. A commentary. Anyways.
And some intern.
Moving on.
Check out Daimos. I get Daimos D's comment. I am Amazon. Basically, there's a part where he wakes up and he sees a bunch of Showa writers, but they get all the names mixed up, and I think
wait, what?
I don't know if it was X or Skywriter, but basically one of them says, "I am Amazon." Yeah. I am Masked Rider X, and it's stronger.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's hard to watch.
I think before we move, I just want to give my final thoughts on Zio just before we move on. I think like on entertainment value, this is like a 11 out of 10. Like I was having a blast with this movie.
So yeah.
But like if I gave it like I think I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. It's still solid, but I just think the runtime holds it back a bit because I wanted to see more, but what we got was great. I think the manga might actually help a lot with that because I liked what they were doing with the story and it was solidly told. I just wish there was more of it, like maybe an extra 10, 15 minutes or so. And maybe then I would have liked more, but still great watch. Would recommend it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Funny enough, Cole, I felt that the first time, but like I felt it less and less on rewatches. Like, I feel like now when I rewatch, it's like, I feel like it's it's so good at being its own self-contained thing. Like, you know, I feel that more with like something like the Street Fighter 2 anime movie, where it's like, this is really good, but man, I wish there was more. Like, I used to feel that way with Zeto, but I feel like it does a good enough job in its 50-minute runtime. Again, my only complaint is like there's some of the side characters I wish I got to know more about, because they were very, you know, entertaining for what they were in the movie.
Right. Hey, if someone gives us $10,000, we can make a fan remake of this movie and just make it about an hour and 20 minutes.
And Tony, you direct it.
No, I'm gonna be Zeto.
Yeah.
Davis, you can be Neonoid.
All right. I'm down with that.
Can I be the child moon thing? Could I be that thing at the end of the movie? The really scary puppet?
I'll be the dad. I'll be the dad. I'll be the dad / professor, the tragic professor.
Wait, who's going to be the Spider Woman, though? Who's going to be the Spider Woman? That's a good question.
I got a couple action figures I could tear apart.
Oh, don't do that to your action figures, Tony. Don't mutilate your action figures for art.
Dynamis here says, or just make a TV version. And I wanted to go to his previous comment while we were talking about Masked Rider. That reminds me of a meme a friend made making fun of the Man of Steel. What's the S on the chest mean? And it has Stronger saying, "Oh, on my planet, it's an X."
See, that's my biggest problem with Kamen Rider Zeto. Who's supposed to be the Kamen Rider? You see, Kamen Rider, he needs an R on his chest, so we don't know that he's the writer. You know, Hiroshi just assumes that he's the writer, but who is the writer in the movie? No one has an R on their chest. Who's the writer?
Hiroshi only calls him writer, not Kamen Rider. So who is just writer?
I actually like that.
As in the GTA San Andreas character.
I actually like that he's only called writer. I feel like that's a lot cooler.
You know, for a series called Kamen Rider, there's only a good handful of them, so I wouldn't say that they're common.
All right, it was a good stream, guys. It was a good stream.
Davis, you're a college student. You're better than that. Come on.
Okay, so any final thoughts on Zeto before we wrap up and go to Jay?
10 out of 10. I recommend watching the Sega CD version. That's the best version of the movie.
Until we get a definitive Blu-ray release, the movie is available on YouTube with English subs. So if you want to see what we're all raving about, just look it up. Please watch it.
Also, it's in good quality. Also, it's in pretty good quality on YouTube.
Yes, and I'm going to dub that movie myself if I have to.
Yeah.
Let's make a fan dub. We'll do all the sound effects too.
Davis, this will be the Kamen Rider equivalent to the Lake Texan dub for Gamera 2.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes!
Let's do it.
But instead, it's the Tony edition.
It's a giant skeeter!
Yeah.
That's my favorite line.
Look for something tasty like coons or possum.
It's a giant cat with long legs!
Holy cow. It's a turtle.
Dylan says, I'll be the Spider-Woman. Sadly, I think my sex appeal would regrettably clash against the monster's look and design.
Hey, I mean, if people could be into Fat Tifa, then I think people could be into you.
Oh, God.
Davis,
yes,
moving on.
Yes. Don't Google any of that art.
Just please move on. Tony, stop it.
I don't like that Tony's been looking at that part of the internet. I don't think.
Tony, are you trying to tell us something?
I mean, I watch Rabtoons who I mean, I know the guy in Discord, Daniel Rab, and he does have some thing towards larger Final Fantasy characters and making them look larger.
All right, how much DeviantArt are you on? How much DeviantArt? All right, let's be honest. How much DeviantArt?
I actually abandoned my old DeviantArt account, so you can finally. Ooh. Yeah. Let's talk about Jay now. Because I don't want to look at Don't look at my old cringy photoshops, please.
Hey, I know that shot.
Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about Kamen Rider J.
Jay.
Yep. Jay.
Jay. Kamen Rider Kamen Rider JJ the jet plane.
Oh God.
Kamen Kamen Rider J. St. G of Nerdcage Live.
yeah, Kamen Rider J edition. Dude, this Kamen Rider thing, I think it's booty sauce.
Like,
We love
you know,
Jay.
for Kamen Rider J, he doesn't really ride his bike very much in this movie. So I mean, 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
0 out of 10. Would not watch again.
I am serious though. I actually did forget he had a bike. Like with the credits when he had the bike, I was like, oh yeah, he had a bike. He had it for like one scene. I forgot he had it.
He had it. No. It was important in Zeto because it was a major source of transportation to the final battle
In
scene.
J. I mean, in J. Like, I
okay.
forgot he had it in J. I was like, oh yeah, he had a bike in this movie.
And his bike looks like crap. Like compared to Zeto's, like Zeto's bike is all bad looking. You're like hunched down and all that, but Jay looks like John Carter's dirt bike from Terminator 2.
Yeah,
Hey, that dirt bike's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
I think got destroyed.
I mean, yeah,
So?
it does look more like a moped compared to the Zeto bike, but I still like it.
Hey, we gotta talk about the character himself, played by Yuta Mochizuki, I believe that's his name.
Red,
who also
Red
played
Ranger.
Yep.
Ranger from
Zyuranger.
man.
Zyuranger.
Which Keita Amemiya worked on a couple of episodes of.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, as well as Jetman, I believe.
Yes,
Jetman.
But anyway, enough about Sentai. Kamen Rider J. Me personally, I don't think it's as good as Zeto, but with the same case as Zerom 2, it does kind of lack that atmosphere, but it is a really fun time. I like the effects and action scenes are still really enjoyable. I do wish the characters could have been a bit more fleshed out as they were in Zeto, but overall, I didn't really mind them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I still had a fun time with the film.
Because basically a guy befriends some random forest kid or something, like he doesn't like bring her to child services or anything like that. He's like, oh, it's just a random little girl who lives in the forest.
Actually, no. That's supposed to be his sister in the movie.
Really? Because
Yeah.
the bootleg I got in G-Fest, which like is VHS quality, she says Mister a lot instead of brother.
That's the version I had. I
think it's when she was saying brother in Japanese.
She says Onichan a lot, but the subtitles make it look like she's talking to some random stranger.
No,
I'm like, kid, run!
I thought Onichan means brother.
It does, but in Sentai too, there's a lot of instances where they meet like a kid and they say like Onichan or something like that. Like they kind of, it's kind of just like a affiliation sort of thing in that kind of context. It's like a kid and an older person. I don't know. It's something like that.
Well, I guess unless you guys want to give your thoughts first.
I might take some flack for this, but I thought this one was just okay. Like, I might take a little bit of flack for that, but I just thought this was okay. I liked certain things about it. It was entertaining, but I just don't think it had the same, like, might just be the high from Zeto, but honestly, I just didn't really care for this one too much. It was just kind of okay for me.
Yeah.
I see what you mean with that, because I mean, because this was like right after Zeto, and there's like a huge noticeable difference between like the momentum of both films.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I guess if to give my thoughts, like I appreciate that J does its own thing different to Zeto, because on one hand, Zeto is like really setting a very high standard, especially in terms of Amemiya's filmography. So obviously, I appreciate that he was willing to do Kamen Rider in a different direction with J. Obviously, and Nina mentioned, I think you mentioned this, Davis, Ultraman writer worked on Kamen Rider J.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, like tonally, I like that it distinguishes itself. It has kind of more a very lightheartedness compared to it. I think the villains are really colorful. I think their designs are great. I think the effects, for the most part, are still really solid, especially the fog creatures. I thought the especially the scene when Kana is like being sacrificed to in that pit to the fog creatures, which looks like something out of Evil Dead. Like, it's really impressive stuff.
How did she not die? She was in there for like 5 minutes and she still didn't die.
Oh,
I was...
Cole, you wait. I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
I thought the score was really good. Not as good as Zeto, but I still thought it was really good. I love the end credits song. It's so catchy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dimus here says, I know Jay's kind of men. As you said, it's hard to beat something like Zeto. And yeah, I mean, Zeto did. I mean, Zeto like cleared a pretty high bar, and Jay not quite there, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. The end sequence is a lot of fun. It's totally something out of Ultraman. I mean, the effects are really. It's also. I think this movie is also. Yep. I think it's a really well shot movie. That's another thing I gotta praise with Zeto. Was the cinematography was outstanding.
Oh yeah.
I will say, I guess now to go into my complaints with Jay. For starters, it does not really have its own distinguished identity like Zeto. You can watch Zeto and be like, yeah, this totally feels like it's something. Jay, it definitely feels like, in some ways, Kamen Rider a la Super Sentai or Ultraman. I mean, characters fighting in an empty wasteland. Or Spider-Man, to use another example. It does feel a little more like, I don't know. I guess it's trying to capture the classic Kamen Rider more so than what Zeto was doing, which was a little more ambitious, but it unfortunately makes the movie kind of blend in with other tokusatsu. I also do think my biggest problem with this movie, Kana has no character at all. She is such an underdeveloped character. And what is the extent of her relationship with Segawa? Like, all we know is that they may or may not be brother and sister, and there's no development of their connection. And Kana herself does nothing. And like you mentioned, Cole, how did she not die in that scene when she's getting lowered in the pit, where she's stuck there for 5 minutes during that fight scene, which is a good fight scene, but they clearly got to her and we're starting to attack her and she faints. It's like, how? Explain to me. Convenience for the plot, I guess?
I mean, it could be that the lever is super freaking slow.
That's not a good excuse, Tony.
Also, there's a flat-out lightsaber in this movie. There's a straight-up lightsaber, and even makes sound effects from a lightsaber. I was laughing so hard when he pulled out the lightsaber. I was like, "Oh my gosh, they have a lightsaber!"
Yeah,
yeah. And Dynamos mentions here that originally Jay was supposed to be the evolved form of Zeto, kind of like Kamen Rider Black RX to Kamen Rider Black, but Toei decided against it. And now that he mentions that, I do kind of have the feeling that like you kind of see remnants of that concept like within here, like how the main character does have some sort of like close relation to a child character, and which is similar to Masaru and Hiroshi in Kamen Rider Zeto, but it's not really the same. Like, yeah, the dynamic is there, but like not the chemistry, if you will.
Right.
And Spider's Prime says Kamen Rider Jedi.
Literally, there's a literal lightsaber. Like, he just pulls it out.
But Kamen Rider doesn't have the lightsaber, so he's not the Jedi.
No, I got a point.
Just consider that the latest Kamen Rider name is Kamen Rider Saber.
Oh my! Wait, Lucasfilm got to sue. Lucasfilm got to sue.
I may have gone too far in a few places with this. Okay, here's a question: do you like the J design? Because I think it's good.
Oh yeah, I really like the J design.
It's
I like
passable, but sorry, I'll let you go first.
I like it so much that I even made a T-shirt out of it. So yeah, feel free to check out the TeePublic after the stream.
I need to find that shirt somewhere in my closet.
Here.
I like it, but at the same time, I still think Zeto's design is like superior in every way, shape, or form.
Yeah, like Zeto has that edge about him that
Here.
that you really don't see here with Jay. Hey, that's wait, actually,
I can't see it.
Get that comment out of there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Nice.
He even does the J thing with his fingers.
Yep.
When I was watching the movie, he did the J thing. I was like, I see what you did there, movie. You're clever. I see what you did.
That's what was missing from Zeto is he like does a Z thing with his hands.
Well, how do you do that with his hands? You'd be like, Zet. Oh,
No. He does this. He does the Zorro thing.
Yeah. I took American Sign Language back in high school, so he does that.
Man, thanks for flexing, Davis. Like, okay.
I forgot most of my ASL, so don't worry.
The only thing
Heavy
Jay
emphasis
has...
on most.
Oh, okay. The only thing that Jay has over Zeto, in my opinion, is the set design of the final battle. Like, Fog Mother is awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Fogmunder is cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And seeing her like wipe out cities and cause the extinction of the dinosaurs.
Oh, the dinosaur scene was a very nice reference to Zoo Ranger. It was a direct reference to Zoo Ranger. It totally was.
Zoo Ranger.
You not only have an actor from Zoo Ranger, but you have a scene that's directly referencing Zoo Ranger.
Yeah.
I will
It's
say
better...
you can go. Sorry.
I mean, it's a better prehistoric flashback scene than Rebirth Mothra 3. So.
Oh, you stole out of the head.
What, you don't like the bad dinosaur puppets in it? Where like,
oh, you don't like Davis? Do you like Cretaceous Ghidorah running?
He looks so stupid when he runs.
Oh, he looks awful. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I want to beat it up.
I want to set it on fire.
Gonna jump.
I will say for a series that like doesn't really have giant battles, that giant battle was really well done. Like it was actually a really well done giant fight. Like I had a lot of fun with that.
Was a little. I couldn't help. Maybe it's just because I watched the movie recently. I did think about Ultraman the Next a little bit when watching that fight. There's even a shot very similar in that final battle, similar to Ultraman the Next, even though Ultraman the Next came later.
Are you talking about the sunset shot?
I mean, well, then again, Ultraman sunset shots are kind of a tradition.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, might as well.
Oh, one of my favorite shots in Jay, though, is where like he first turns big and there's like the road and you just see the tip of his head like walking past like the road. I think that was one of my favorite shots.
That's a really good shot. I love that.
Yeah. No, there's a lot. Yeah, Jay's a good watch. It's just when you compare it to Zeto, you're not gonna. If your expectations are really high after Zeto, I wouldn't do that. Just go in for a fun time. That's what I would say with Jay.
It's not bad. I wouldn't call it bad. It's just fine. It's fine for me. It's just fine.
Yeah, I really did like the miniature work in Jay.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Little submerge. It got a little submersion of Japan-y in a couple of sequences.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another complaint I do have with the movie, and maybe Cole, you would agree with this. Man, did the environmentalist message get a little too heavy?
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. That just came out of nowhere, and it's not brought up again.
And the movie opens, it's just like, what am I watching? National Geographics? It's just like it's a little too on the nose. I get that maybe. Well, Davis, wasn't Jay supposed to be like for a younger audience compared to Zeto? Because Zeto definitely was more mature in comparison.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thoughts on the Kamen Rider Zeto and Jay crossover short where Jay fought a giant shadow moon. So
That's pretty cool.
There's a crossover. What?
Yeah. There's like this 9-minute short called Kamen Rider World, and Zeto and Jay team up to fight enemies.
Why didn't you send me this, Davis? Huh? Where was this in the video selection? I didn't.
And I'll be sure to send to you afterwards.
Send it to me after the stream, please. I want to see this.
I've never seen Cole so angry. Oh, hey, while we're at it, Cole, Advent Children's a good movie.
Oh yeah, it is. It is a good movie.
You're gonna give me a stroke, Sean. Keep it up.
Hey, Sean, do you want to know what's a good movie too?
What?
Oh my gosh, no! Stop.
That's Steve Buscemi. Come on, and James Woods.
So I mean, Cole. I know we haven't seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, Sean. Tony, I know you've definitely seen this. There is a 9-minute short where Zeto and Jay cross over to fight enemies from Jay, Shin, and I think Zeto, and as well as Black, which is where the character Shadow Moon originated from. And overall, it was a really fun short. I thoroughly liked it. I mean, it's not very story heavy. It's like, hey, gonna bring all you creatures together, go start some madness, and then Zeto and Jay come out and kick some ass.
We haven't commented on the Legend of Zelda character that makes an appearance in Jay. Hey, listen.
Oh, Barry.
Oh yeah,
that's
a character named after me.
Yeah, Barry.
Barry.
I liked Barry. Not gonna lie.
I liked Barry. I liked Barry a lot.
And he died from one slap.
They did a good job making that thing look real, though. They made a good job making that thing look real, because for a flat second, I actually thought that was a real grasshopper. For half a second, I was...
Grasshoppers can't be that big, right?
Tony, he was alive at the end. Remember that end shot before the end credit scene? He was alive again.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I forgot. But he got beaten easily. That's the thing.
I thought the grasshopper and Zeto. I thought the grasshopper and Zeto, though, looked cooler, personally.
Oh yeah, that thing looked more realistic. Well, I don't want to say realistic, but it looked more.
Detailed.
Yeah, detailed. But the one in Jay got pimp slapped once, and that was it. I'm like, dang.
Oh, another thing about Jay, I would have liked to have seen more about the what are they called? The underground Earth people. We get one scene of them, and then we never see them again.
And they have their legs are like tree barks, or I don't know.
Or actually, hang on a second. Underground Earth people. Cole, you think that's a reference to Godzilla versus Megalon with the Steamboatians?
It's a crossover. It's a crossover.
It's a crossover. Yeah.
Get Toho on it now.
I don't know, man. Would Toho and Toei be willing to work together?
I'll make it happen. I'll pay him $1 billion.
Yeah. Cole will turn to Jontron. I'll take your entire stock.
I mean, I think they both profit a crap ton of money from Bandai. So, granted, Toei and Toho, it's like a Marvel and DC thing. So,
I don't know, man. There's been Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America crossover comics.
Yeah, but that was the 90s, and that was before Disney bought Marvel. And now
I know.
Those comics can't be printed anymore. All the amalgam stuff.
I know. I'm just saying.
All right, so
Hey.
What's up, Jay?
Yes, Jay. Where is it? Come on, let's go.
When will the Godzilla vs. Megalon watch party happen?
Now.
Yeah.
I feel like Cole is just going to be making most of the jokes during that stream.
Yeah.
I'm the funny guy. What can I say? I get all the haha funnies out of everybody. No, I'm just
I made up funny. Ha!
I'll probably come up with something somewhere down the line.
Yeah, Nerd Cage Live. We got to do a watch party. Godzilla vs. Megalon. Let's do it.
Daimos here says Toho and Toei have worked together before.
Oh, they have.
Yeah, that's something I did not know, actually.
I didn't think they would work on anything together.
They have. I just don't remember exactly what they did. I'm just saying, I don't think that, knowing how much the Japanese film industry has changed, I don't know if they'd be willing to do that now. I could be wrong.
I do know that there was like a Kamen Rider Ultraman crossover where where we had a giant Kamen Rider.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, mainly they had Godzilla and Friends appear on select Kamen Rider stage shows and Godzilla's crossover with Kamen Rider in video game crossovers. Okay,
those
yeah.
games from Famicom.
So yes, stage shows and video games.
It's always
yeah.
the stage shows. Always the stage shows they collaborate.
Yeah.
When I saw the Godzilla and Friends, I just thought of Godzilla clips, but with the theme song from Friends, "I'll Be There for You" playing.
I thought something similar, but instead of Friends, I thought of Garfield and Friends, but it's Godzilla and other kaiju.
I love that you go to I love that you go to that, Davis, and not the more obvious one.
Well, I mean, I like Garfield.
I like Garfield too, but like Friends is like the more easier. I'm disappointed you didn't go for the more easier joke.
I mean, I hardly watched any Friends. I'm sorry.
It's overrated. It's not that good.
Noted. All right.
Noted.
Okay, so final thoughts on Kamen Rider J before we talk about our final film for tonight, and after that,
I give it a J out of 10.
I like it. I like it for what it is. Not as good as Zeto, but it's fun.
It's fine. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10.
You give it a 6 out of 10? That low?
It's fine.
That's still a positive score. That's still
Yeah,
positive.
No, it's not.
That's above average. And
I know to some
Okay.
people like 7 is like a good score, but for me, if it's like below a 5, that's when it gets pretty bad.
yeah, I mean, depending on what school you go to, a 60 is still passing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
So,
That's very true.
I wish my school was like that.
You can't win them all.
I can't.
yeah. Okay,
Gotta catch them all.
all right. So now let's go ahead and talk about my personal favorite film from Keita Amemiya. I did accidentally spoil it earlier, but Mechanical Violator Hakaider.
Yes.
Wow, what a title of a movie.
No. Not just what a title. What a movie.
Yeah, and
like just a movie in general. Like, wow.
Here's
like,
the thing about this Hakaider. I didn't even know that it was based on an older Toku property, and I looked up a picture of the original Hakaider a long time ago, and I see the design comparison. I'm like, holy crap, this is like a big leap and a big improvement. Like, this is a better modernization than pretty much all the Heisei Godzilla designs.
Oh, I will say my favorite scene is when he first pulls out that gun and he shoots like 2 guys straight in the head and they all both simultaneously blow up.
Yes.
That's my favorite part of the movie.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Yeah.
Davis, if I could just get this off my chest.
Go ahead.
Talk about a movie that's a lot better than it has any right to be.
I know, right? I mean,
That's what's so crazy about it. Like this movie, like there's some stuff in this movie, but you think like, oh God, it's gonna be that? But that's what's so weird is how good this movie is. Davis, this is your favorite, so I'll let you have the floor.
oh, okay. So, I feel like in terms of atmosphere, this is like the best film that Keita Amemiya has done. Like the set pieces are just absolutely top notch. I love the overall like futuristic dystopian aesthetic. It works incredibly well. I love the design for Hakaider being like this like dark defender, and I also love the design for Michael, who's one of the villains, and I really like that sort of like Guts and Griffith contrast when it comes to the character designs. Where, like I said before, Hakaider does have like this like dark protector look about him, whereas Michael has this more like elegant, angelic presence about him. Even going as far as to have like a one like wing kind of like Sephiroth.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say it's kind of like Shadowbringers, since in Shadowbringers, all the angels and light are the bad guys.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting. The movie does kind of have a Final Fantasy vibe at times.
Yeah, and you know, me being a Christian, of course, I've seen a lot of stuff where there'd be like religious subtext, and it feel like so like ham-fisted in there, just so.
Oh yeah, like
forced.
Resident Evil, the final chapter, where the guy points to the Bible.
Here, it works. Like, I was totally invested in it. I can absolutely get behind it. Like, in a way, Hikaiter is a lot like Lucifer, the fallen angel, and I really like the religious context to the name Michael, who's again one of the villains in this film. Where you have Michael, who is built up to be like, who's essentially like the perfect machine, who is the one to bring order to Jesus Town, aka Jerusalem, and like the way he like goes about it is really, I mean, I don't want to get too political here, but like there are some real world parallels between like what happens in the film and in real life. And
there's a line.
What's that?
There's a line that I absolutely love that kind of plays into what you're going. It's right before that final fight when Hikaiter meets up with Michael in I guess the throne room.
Oh.
And he says that line.
Oh wait! Is it okay if I say it?
Go for it.
If you are justice, then I am evil.
Oh yes. Ah.
I also like how Michael's design, like, even though it's supposed to be an elegant and perfect thing, like, you still like get this vibe from it that he's gonna do some bad stuff.
Yeah, like it's a very beautiful design too. Like it's something that it looks so perfect to the point where there is like something off about it. And I also love that final fight scene that's in the throne room, and I love how as it gets destroyed, it's almost like it's bleeding because like inside the set design is like red. I thought that was a real nice touch, and I also really like the supporting characters, and there have been several comments here earlier, mainly from Damo Z. I'm trying to find it real quick. It's like Hikaiter meets Mad Max. I really like that style. It's awesome. And going back to what I was saying earlier, I also like the supporting characters, especially Kaoru. I thought she was great.
So like, what got me into Hikaiter like a long time ago was Monstrosity's Matt's toy review of that guy. Yeah, I was like, oh wow, he's like a Toku hero, but with a gun. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't really see much of those.
I'm gonna get.
I mean, unless you're looking like at Metal Hero, but this is Hikaiter, Mechanical Violator. Oh, holy crap!
I'm gonna get a ton of flack. I wasn't the biggest fan of Hikaiter. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't that. I can respect a lot what it did. I like its aesthetic. I liked the action sequences. I think my biggest problem is the narrative. I think the movie is not great on the narrative front. I think a lot of the characters were kind of half-baked. There's a specific part after Hikaiter literally gets blown to freaking smithereens in that factory where he gets like gunned down and shot by rocket launchers, and like And then freaking the angel guy shows up. What was his name? Michael, right? Michael's
Yeah,
name?
Michael.
Yeah. And then he shows up with the girl, and then there's just a hard cut, and I'm just like, what's happening? And then like this whole other scene plays.
Oh, and
I'm
she's
like,
wandering the streets. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's such a hard cut. I was like, what happened?
I think that's just like Henshin Hero style, because a lot of Henshin Hero stuff does that.
Yeah,
I guess, but from going off a scene like that, I was like, what happened here? Why are we here now? What is... Ugh. But I liked the style of the movie. I like the main character. He's a total badass. He only has like 10 lines in the whole movie, but he's great. I loved it. Again, like the fight at the very end was great. I love the aesthetic of the movie. I just think the narrative fumbled in a lot of ways. And also some of the sound design was not great either. Like there was obviously missing sound effects that should have been there and stuff like that. But that's more of a personal thing. I'm very picky about that kind of thing. But
what about that final fight scene between Hokkaido and Michael? Because I
thought that's great. No,
when
that's
they were
great.
punching each other, like you really feel those metal punches.
I'm just saying the whole movie. There are parts where I noticed there were missing sound effects or sounds that were lacking. But but they were great. Like the final fight had like that great clanging noise. Like that was really cool.
Oh yeah.
But I can appreciate this movie for what it is. I like its aesthetic and everything. I just think the story, it kind of falls apart. But that's just me. Sorry if I ruined the vibe, but that's my honest feeling of it.
All right, Cole, there's the door. I'm kidding.
All right, sorry guys.
Cole, you deserve the boot.
Are you still willing to buy an action figure of Hokkaido? Mainly from SIC? Because I'm willing to buy an action figure of Hokkaido. Like usually I only buy action figures of designs that look so cool that I want to be able to stare at it when I wake up in the morning.
One thing I will say this movie definitely has over the other Amemiya movies, personally, this is my of like Amemiya's like main like big movies. This is actually my second favorite. I've kind of already, I agree with pretty much most of what Davis already stated, but another thing that really I think holds this movie together, especially in comparison to like Jay and even Zeram, which I love Zeram, the cinematography in this movie is exceptional.
Oh, it's amazing.
The best thing I can see that I can think of is right before Kaoru dies, and no, not the Evangelion Kaoru. That dream sequence in the desert. When they're riding on the horse.
Oh yeah,
Davis, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And how it just, I don't know, just like, I can understand where you're coming from, but I personally was into the narrative, especially again, if you really look into like the themes, it's like it's kind of eerie how some of the themes in this movie, again, not to get political, like how eerie some of the themes in this movie are very relevant. But like one of the things that I like about this movie particularly is the characterization of Hokkaido himself. Is the total like anti-hero portrayal, because like Tony mentioned, you know, I previously didn't realize that he was part of a previous tokusatsu property with Kid Hider, and so when I watched this, I was just like, it's so cool, like how you have a character who's a hero, but at the same time, is he a hero exactly? I mean, Nina mentioned that opening sequence with that creepy opening sequence when like they find him all chained. Which, by the way, I love that the opening Toei logo literally transitions into a scene.
Yeah.
You got the ocean. You got that. And the camera literally just pans over, and then there's already a scene taking place. I love that.
Yeah. I also love his bike. His bike's awesome. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh my god. Especially how he just pulls out the gun from his bike. I'm like, oh wow.
I'm not
like.
I'm not debating about the themes and stuff. I actually liked a lot of the themes they were going for. And again, I have no problem with Hokkaido as a character. I thought he was a total badass. But it's more the supporting characters is
Even
where I
Kaoru?
feel like,
Even Kaoru?
yeah, I felt they were pretty half-baked.
Really? I thought Kaoru was great.
Yeah, I mean, she gets the most attention, but she's barely even in the movie. Like, I mean, she gets some attention, but I don't know, she didn't do it for me. And a lot of the other supporting characters aren't in it long enough for me to get attached in any way.
I gotcha.
I get you. I personally thought they were integrated. I personally thought, honestly, even though Zeto is my favorite of the Amemiya films that we're talking about, honestly, I thought the supporting characters in Hokkaido were a little more well integrated, especially with. Well, I feel like there's more of a clear motive because we understand why they are acting the way they are and their kind of rebellious nature. So, like,
No,
I feel like
I get it. Yeah, I get that. It's just, I just felt like as characters, they didn't do much for me.
I get what you mean.
I think I just want to say, I think I like the movie and its beginning and its climax. I think it's that middle portion is that I don't find it. I find it messy. I don't think it's strong.
Okay.
But hey, that opening and ending, that was great. Like that made it worth it for me. Also, that poor suit actor that played Hokkaido dude, he gets so many sparks on him constantly through this movie. I'm like, how many burns did he take? How much abuse?
What about Michael? Michael got pretty beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Hokkaido though. But think about it. Hokkaido had like 5 million different sparks going off on him and everything.
Yeah, the suit actor definitely took punishment in that movie.
He should have gotten a raise. I should have gotten a raise for what he did in this movie.
Hey, what's up, Ace?
Ace!
He says, further delve into what Tony was referring to, it's based on Shoto Ishinomori's Kikaider, where he's one of the main villains. Great film, but I wish it was its own original piece.
Well, it kind of does feel like its own. Well, I haven't even seen the original, so.
Kind of is its own original piece.
Yeah. Also, Jay says, by the way, to all 4 gentlemen on stream, thanks for coming in on Thursday. It was an amazing show.
You're welcome. It was a good stream. Good stream.
It was. I loved it.
I'll go ahead and say that there won't be a stream for next weekend because I will be partaking in the Nerd Cage Live watch party for Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is going on.
Good luck.
Like,
you need like
all
3 bottles
of
just to relieve yourself.
Yeah, we're gonna watch all 4 hours of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh god!
Without bathroom breaks.
Yeah,
I guess without bathroom breaks, and it's happening at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I just figured I'd plug that real quick.
You're doing it at night, you madman.
It's 8 o'clock.
It's early enough.
It's early
enough.
That's 4 hours. You're gonna be exhausted.
It'll be 7 where I'm at, and it'll be 11 by the time it's over. So I'm okay. I did just fine.
I feel like such a hypocrite because my favorite movie is Seven Samurai, which is a movie that's nearly 4 hours long.
Yeah, is that like 3 hours and like 50 minutes or something?
It's like 3 hours and 28 minutes. So
yeah,
it's
like 3
hours. Basically 4 hours.
On the subject of Mortal Kombat, I want to talk about some of the deaths that happened in Hokkaido.
Oh yeah.
How about when Michael kills that one guard that's still barely
that was
alive?
brutal.
Oh,
and the blood
yeah.
splatters on him. That was a great scene. I loved it.
Oh.
Also, couldn't help but like the without going into it, the kind of World War II Japan connections in that scene were a little eerie.
Sorry, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw what freaking Jay put.
Why don't you die with honor?
He has a good point, Davis. What's your excuse?
Dylan.
Don't read it out loud.
What did he eat to get to that point?
How about when he kills what's the name of the main villain? Not Michael.
Gurjev.
Oh, yeah.
Gurjo. When he kills Gurjo. Yeah.
Gurjev.
All the feathers flying everywhere. That was
yes, I love that. I will say,
Even what happens to Michael is pretty screwed up.
I will say, I think Gurdjieff is kind of an underdeveloped villain, personally. I'm way more interested in Michael, personally. I feel like Michael's the more interesting antagonist, even though he's the secondary antagonist. I feel like Gurdjieff, they were kind of playing with something at first when he's introduced, but I feel like... Where did he go during the final fight? That's what I was thinking. He, like, is in the room, he disappears, and then he reappears after Michael gets his ass beat.
Yes, and gets Mortal Kombat fatality.
And then he has his second form. Michael has his second form.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is called Michael Tank, which I think is
That's
awesome.
his name. That's his
Michael
name.
Tank.
That's a good name.
Yeah, and the face is totally not Keita with red and blue.
Stop motion was great in this sequence.
Oh yeah, it really was.
Can we just, side note, can we just praise how good the stop motion is in all of Keita Amemiya's work?
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh yeah. I mean, stop motion is absolutely fantastic.
Man, the Japanese film industry really came a long way since those few moments in King Kong versus Godzilla, wouldn't you say, guys?
Oh yeah.
No, that's the best of any film stop motion. What are you talking about? You don't love the janky kick? I love that part.
I love it too. It's terrible stop motion. Oh, I'm sorry.
Dimos mentions the English dub, and while I didn't have a problem with the English dub too, Keita.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
I mean, it's not as bad as the Devilman dub.
Yeah, I mean, the Devilman dub is great, Tony.
The Devilman dub is the only way to watch that movie, Tony. What are you talking about?
Should I watch the Devilman movie? I heard it's pretty good.
Okay, so
hey, that's mildly adequate.
my thoughts on the Keita dub. It's not the quality of it, but it's how some lines are changed up, like what Daima says here, that famous "if you are justice, then I am evil" line that I quoted earlier. It's justice. This is what I do to it. I burn it.
That's lame.
It's like, that's nowhere near as cool as "if you are justice, then I am evil."
Come on, the guy only has like 10 lines of the whole movie. Don't make it lame. It's cool when he speaks.
I thought the dub just, for me, Davis, I thought the dub just undermined the tone of the movie. Because the movie's got such a unique tone. I feel like the dub tried too hard to like give it like a cheesy nature, and just like, don't do that. Stick to what was going, and
don't
just
make
play
it into
along.
Gunhead.
It's like they were giving it the Godzilla. It was like they were trying to give it the Godzilla 2000 treatment, where in Godzilla 2000 they were intentionally trying to give it more of a campy nature, but don't do that with Keita.
Hey, those wacky Japan movies, am I right? They're so wacky. Let's make them wacky. I guess I gotta
send more flowers. I love that dub, though. I'm sorry. I love the 2000 dub. I
Just
really
that
do.
character specifically, the flowers guy. His laugh.
And Ace here mentions to bring up an honorable mention to Amemiya's live action work. I highly recommend Garo. It's essentially Japan's answer to Spawn. And I will say I made the mistake of taking a nap before going on tonight, because the plan was take a nap, watch some Garo, and talk about some Garo. But I took a nap for a bit too long than I wanted, and I only had time for the first episode. So I'm really sorry.
Ace, I still haven't watched a single episode of Garo. I'm so sorry. I was too busy celebrating my college graduation.
Congrats on the graduation.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sean. That's really awesome, man.
Thank you. Ace, I promise I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch Garo. It looks awesome. I love Keita Amemiya, so I'm going to watch it.
I was gonna get to Garo, but I literally right before this stream even started, I just finished Z-Ram 2, so I was like, okay, I just gotta bite the bullet and just hope.
Thanks, Jay. Also, according to Dillo, someone is an imbecile here. Who's the imbecile here?
If you don't like Spawn, you're an imbecile.
I don't like Spawn, so
okay, then you're the imbecile.
Yep, I'm an imbecile.
Oh, I mean, if anyone's the imbecile, it's me for deciding to take a nap before tonight's stream.
Yeah,
Listen.
sleepyhead.
Hey, Tony. I love the Spider-Man comics that Todd McFarlane worked on. Is that's something, right?
Okay. Do you love Venom?
Yeah, hell yeah, I love Venom.
Do you love Violator
Yeah, I like Violator.
and Spawn
No,
as a character? Really? Okay.
no. If Spawn was well written, I would like Spawn, but he's not well written. He sucks. Sorry. No disrespect to everyone who likes Spawn, but I guess I'm an imbecile because I don't like Spawn.
You're telling me Violator's a better character than Spawn? But then again, it's what's the actor's name who played him in the movie? Played
Michael
Luigi.
Jai White.
No,
Ace,
that's Spawn.
Ace, thank you for congratulating me, but yes, I have failed because I didn't watch a single episode of Garo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got
come
an F
on!
the report.
I watched all the Hasty Kamen Rider movies. I rewatched the Zara movies, and I rewatched Mechanical Violator Hikaider. So you got to give me some slack, just a little.
Wait, is it
But-
really called Mechanical Violator?
Yes.
Mechanical Violator Hikaider.
That's the best name ever. I gotta make that my name on Pornhub.
No. Megalon's nickname.
The Drill Master. That's what it's called. The Drill Master.
Insect driller, insectulent driller, Megalon.
Dylan was referencing the Godzilla 2000 dub.
Oh, I thought he was calling one of us an imbecile. I haven't watched the 2000 dub in forever. Whenever I watch Godzilla 2000, I'm always watching the Japanese version. And yes, Society.
It's an alien.
So, okay. So, any more thoughts on Mechanical Violator Hikaider before we move on?
I recommend this Toku to children.
Yes.
Yes, little kids should watch this.
Sure. I love it. I love it. I get Cole, like I totally get where you're coming from with your issues with it, and I get it's I get it's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. But me personally, I've watched this movie 3 times, twice in its native language and then once in English. The English never again. But I oh come on, Ace, stop it.
It does. Oh wait, I'll let you finish.
But I love it. It's my second favorite film directed by Amemiya, just behind my top 3 of his filmography would be number 1 Zeto, number 2 Hikaider, 3 the first Zara movie.
I agree.
So I like this movie a lot.
It has the best head tearing in any movie I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes, better than Shin Kamen Rider, where that one robot got his head and spinal cord torn off. But Hikaider, oh my god, it's so brutal and awesome.
Yeah. Fate Hikaider wins fatality. Let's not talk about taxes here, Dilla.
Oh shoot, you gotta do mine.
I guess just to give my final thoughts. I appreciate it. I like the beginning. I like the ending. I don't like the middle portion. So I think.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I think I'd give it like a 6 out of 10, just because I really like the beginning and ending, but just that middle portion's messy for me.
Well, here's the question: what do you like more, Hikaider or Kamen J?
I think I like Hikaider more for its style, but
Okay.
I guess if I tier it, it's like from the ones I saw, it'd be Zeto, Zerom 1, 2, Hikaider, and then it'd be J at the bottom. None of them are bad, by the way. None of them are bad. All of them are solid in their own way. I just prefer some over others.
Yeah, for me, I'd have it be Hikaider, Kamen Rider Zeto, Zerom 1, 2, and then Kamen Rider J.
Okay,
Wow, all of you putting J at the bottom.
Because it's just no, I'm kidding.
I'm
All right.
sorry. I put the second Zara movie at the bottom personally.
Yeah, okay. So I'd go Kamen Zeto, Zerum, Hakaider, Zerum 2. Well, Zerum 2 and J is in a tie for me.
Oh, I didn't rank 2, so I guess I might as well. Let me redo mine. So 1, Zeto. 2, Hakaider. 3, the first Zerum. 4, 4. Damn it, Jay! You made me lose track. 4. I'm sorry. 4 is Jay because I still really like Jay, and then 5 is the second Zero movie. I don't hate the second Zero movie. I just think it's too much of a retread. It doesn't really have much going for it personally. I just didn't care for it as much. That's just me.
So, if we were actually competent and had a shred of decency, we talk about Garo, but things didn't go as planned. Hey, depending on how many of you support me on Patreon, I'll do a review on Garo. So I got that.
Look at you, like plugging you in the plugin.
Yeah,
Garo crossover event in Final Fantasy 14 MMO. Yeah, Garo gear and midget Garos.
One thing. Also Gorizard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what about Gorizard? Is he here?
No. So it's Gorizard. This little person you speak of is Gorizard.
Oh my god.
I just want to bring this up real quick. Thoughts on Keita Amemiya's take of Yokoyama's style mecha. To Koki and Mikazuki, to me, he did his best effects work in that show, and the effects aged great despite it being made in 2000. Unfortunately, I haven't seen that, but it does seem interesting considering that Amemiya is attached to it. And of course, Amemiya is attached to like a bunch of other stuff. You know, like we previously mentioned Zyuranger and Jetman. He also did character and creature designs for Ultraman USA, the animated film. Him and Shotaro Ishinomori did the designs for Shin Kamen Rider, which I mean, say what you will about that film, his designs were pretty outstanding.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not to say it's a good movie, but
It's not. It's not, people. It's not.
So I'm looking into that Garo event that happened in FF14. Okay, so the event contained an intellectual property license from TV Tokyo. So in order for the event to happen again, Square Enix would have to get they would have to ask permission from them to get the license, and I doubt they'd do that again since they did Yokai Watch once, and it's like a one-time thing. And it lasted from 2017 to 2019. Wow. Just wow. Okay.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What were you gonna say, Sean?
Davis, Ace just messaged me. Imagine Shinya Tsukamoto's Kamen Rider. Oh my god.
You know, we should probably do a Shinya Tsukamoto stream sometime in the future. Yeah.
Hey, if it gives me an excuse to watch more stuff, I'm down.
Nice. Because, oh boy, Shinya Tsukamoto is a fantastic filmmaker, and I think you'd love his stuff, Cole.
And a great guy in real life. Great guy.
Yep, Sean actually met him once.
Oh, nice.
Nicest guy ever. I mean that wholeheartedly. Nicest guy ever.
Let's see.
He wasn't wearing a pink. He wasn't wearing a pink towel though, so I was disappointed.
It says Amemiya also had a big hand in the creation of Mobile Cop Jiban, one of Toei's Metal Heroes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I said, like Amemiya's done so much stuff. I'd say he's probably like one of the most prolific tokusatsu filmmakers. Period.
I just love how Amemiya got his start. You know, he started off, going to college, and then he ended up being. He joined, was it a film effects company that he joined in the 80s? I believe that's how he got his start in filmmaking.
I think so.
Yeah, he did that, and then how I don't know why, but just like a story like that is really awesome. You go, I feel like that's the kind of story that's inspiring. You start off, go to school, and then you join the filmmaking, and then you just follow your passion and dream, you take off, and now look at Amemiya. He's like one of the quintessential tokusatsu faces. So like that's really awesome. So it's just proof that like going forward, follow your dreams. You can absolutely do it.
Oh,
Right.
totally.
And I'm so happy for Amemiya's success, and I'm really happy, honestly, especially thanks to you guys, like Davis, like you and Tony. Like I feel like it's people like you that really have opened my eyes to Amemiya. Like it really started off with Zeram and Kamen Rider Zeto, but then like it further. I feel like my appreciation further grew, especially with Hikaider. It's just like he has such a unique style. That's something that I love about Amemiya. And please, for the love of God, Amemiya, if for some reason you're watching this, live action Spider-Man movie, please.
Yes, please.
With Venom and the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Venom and Green Goblin done in Tokusatsu.
And while you're at it, live action Metroid movie, please.
Yes,
If
please.
Nintendo will allow it.
Yeah.
Actually, knowing how Nintendo's been lately, probably not.
Like they're gonna be stingy about it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, as long as no one leaks something, then we're good.
So yeah, have security guards and for the studio, but assault rifles just in case anyone tries leaking anything, like stealing a hard drive from the offices and just
have the entire crew on on an uncharted island with no means to contact anyone outside of it.
No. Make it like an Area 51 situation with like maximum security.
Yeah.
And then there's just going to be a bunch of people trying to storm the base, and then they just fail miserably, and then 2 people get arrested.
Hey Davis, want to show a picture of Garo for people who aren't familiar?
Yeah, sure.
All right, you want me to send you one?
I'll look up something right now.
Sorry if I was quiet for a second there. I was busy, very busy, texting Nerd Cage Live about a very specific watch along that needs to happen in the future that I wrote in all caps on Twitter.
I feel like Cole, you are the main person that's going to get that message across to the world.
Listen, I'm the Megalon lover. What can I say? It's kind of
you're
my
gonna
personality.
turn it into like a religious cult, like the cult.
It already is a cult. What are you talking about? You want to? In fact,
with Jill hands. Oh right, there. It's even in the movie. There is a cult in the movie.
Yeah.
You'll be clanking your hands and spanking your behinds.
He kind of like does this movie. He like kind of.
I love when Megalon does that. He's drilling his hands and then he just.
and then he like waves it towards Godzilla. He's like, "Come on, bud, let's go."
Megalon is such an ass. I love him.
That's why he's my favorite.
Okay,
I like how Gigan just ditches them.
They broke it because they broke Gigan's arm.
It's brutal.
They literally, it's just kind of brutal. It's just like bam.
No, he breaks his arm, then he throws him in the air, and then Godzilla freaking blows him up, and then he lands smack on the ground. It's pretty brutal, man.
Oh,
That's pretty
so
sick.
cool. That's so cool.
That's what Garo is.
Yes. Jay says I want to see Cole Southwest Leader Seatopia.
Yes, I will. Next Halloween.
And you gotta be like Megalon.
I just got to convince people it's not a Ku Klux Klan outfit. I gotta just tell them.
No. You need to, and Cole, you need to grow out a beard.
Bet.
Or wear a fake one.
I mean, because this is a Keita Amemiya stream, we might as well talk about like what is essentially like his Ultraman, his Kamen Rider, his
creation, his creation,
Garo, which there's tons of Garo stuff. This is like considered like his magnum opus, and from what I've seen of the first episode, it is really good stuff.
There's movies too. Like that's how expensive Garo's taken off in popularity. Like even though I haven't watched it yet, but like I've done research because admittedly I did do a little Amemiya research beforehand. Like the show's popularity is kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, like it is up there with like with Kamen Rider, Sentai, Ultraman. Like when it comes to mainstream tokusatsu shows, like Garo is like in that category.
Yeah, and surprising
Like-
since it's surprising because he's more of a recent character in comparison to how old Kamen Rider is, how old Ultraman is.
And that's another thing too. Like Garo as a concept is so deeply rooted in the history of tokusatsu that it's honestly pretty amazing. Like Garo basically started off as like a concept for Golden Bat, who's perhaps Japan's like very first superhero.
Good
And-
movie, by the way. Good movie.
Oh yeah, great movie. And Golden Bat as a character is already so rich with history that his span across media is unfathomable. And so basically what sort of happened was that Keita Amemiya was drawing the Golden Bat, and the more he drew him, the more Golden Bat started to resemble a wolf, and that sort of became the design for Garo.
The design's great. May I just
Oh,
say the
yeah.
design for Garo is fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Especially the face. Like the face. Like the face just has so much going for it. It's the eyes. I love the eyes.
Oh yeah, and I've actually like first time I heard about this was way back in either 2015 or 2016. I had a Google Plus, if anyone remembers that.
Oh my
That's
God,
ancient,
yeah.
dude. That's like
Davis,
saying
you-
Google Hangouts was a thing. Oh my god.
Davis, you made me just feel really old.
Oh,
I just want to give a huge shout out to one of my
To
buddies.
Google
Nate.
Plus.
Not Google Plus, but I mean Google Plus is dead. I mean it's like giving a shout out to a corpse. It just okay. But,
I thought you were gonna say the PW name. Yeah, but never mind.
Stop it, Tony.
but I just want to give a huge shout out to I mean he's not a close friend of mine, but I've known him for a good while. And Nate, if you're watching this, I'm gonna watch Garo eventually. I mean, I know you've been on me for like 5 or 6 years at this point. I will get to it. And,
Ace, Ace, if you're still watching, I'm gonna watch Garo. I promise.
yeah, and
I
and
promise.
and I'm gonna go ahead and read this little bit from Wikipedia here.
Wikipedia.
Garo, which can translate to fanged wolf, sometimes referred to as Golden Knight Garo or Ogankishi Garo, is a Japanese tokusatsu television series broadcast on TV Tokyo from October 7, 2005 to March 31st, 2006, lasting 25 episodes, with an additional overview special summarizing the events of episodes 1 through 13, and aired before episode 14. Since 2007, the show has also been aired in other countries such as Italy on MTV, Malaysia on 8TV, and Spain on Canal Buzz.
Nice.
The show's HD remastered version was broadcast on TV Tokyo starting July 8, 2006. The television series is the first installment of the Garo meta series, which is composed of several installments, including a live-action TV series, films, TV and film specials, and anime. The TV series has been licensed for a North American release by Kraken Releasing.
Oh wow.
And basically the plot is, ever since the beginning, mankind's malice created a dark energy that seeps into the Makai world. It's through that world that exists parasitic and predatory demons called horrors. Ever hungry for more Inga, they cross through the human world to possess and devour people to satiate their hunger. However, a group of people created the Makai Order to fight them, consisting of priests and knights, and they are the shadows that protect humanity from horrors, which is, what Garo is. And
Cool.
that's a pretty awesome concept, not gonna lie.
I again, I promise, I'm gonna watch it. I promise. It's also only 25 episodes, so of course I'm gonna watch it. That's
Yeah.
a very successful series. I gotta watch One Punch Man and the countless Kamen Rider shows.
Let's see. Anyone else got some thoughts on Garo before we decide to open up to Q&A?
Looks awesome.
Not really. Yeah. I wish I got that armor for my character. It looks so cool.
I guess
Big gold
before
armor
we-
be shiny.
guess
It
before we
looks
move
pretty
on,
cool.
I guess
I'll
before we
check it
move
out
on-
maybe. I'll check it out maybe because I already checked out all of his other stuff at this point. Might as well check that out, right? I mean, it looks
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, what's
I guess
stopping me at this point?
I guess before we move on to Q&A, though, I guess final thoughts on Amemiya as a filmmaker and artist.
He's a god.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
him. He's awesome. He's super talented, and I'm happy for his success.
Great
again-
artist. Glad I finally checked out some stuff. Like, I finally got to check out a lot of stuff I never thought I'd see. So this was a great
Gentlemen.
opportunity.
Kamen Rider Zeta, man.
Yeah, this was fun. I had a good time with this.
Yeah.
Again, one of the most prolific tokusatsu filmmakers like ever, and in an industry where it kind of seems like tokusatsu is a bit of a dying art as Japan is slowly moving more towards digital effects.
Mm.
It's awesome seeing that we have someone like Amemiya who's willing to keep the spirit of tokusatsu alive in the modern day.
Mm.
I mean, we still have Anno and Higuchi, but even they are kind of moving more towards, the CG route. So that's really that is actually a good point, that Amemiya does feel very unique in this day and age with his style.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I guess that just about concludes our discussion on Keita Amemiya. So let's
Good night, everybody. No.
let's go ahead and do open floor Q&A. So
Okay, I got one.
Fellas.
Godzilla vs. Megalon, best film of all time, right?
I was
Right
about to
now?
say, so Godzilla versus Megalon, am I right, guys?
yeah.
I ask that every stream. Every stream, I have to ask it. It's important.
You just need Cole. You just need to host a stream on your channel, and it's just gonna be nothing but discussion about Godzilla versus Megalon.
I should. That would be funny.
I feel like you could honestly do like a whole trivia video on the history of Godzilla versus Megalon, because there is a lot of there is interesting production history of that movie,
Oh,
yeah,
movie's got a
totally.
fascinating production history. Like, no joke, it's
Especially
got a
with
crazy
Jaguar.
history.
especially.
Oh, yeah.
like,
Yeah, and you can also bring up how Jet Jaguar is basically a combination of Mazinger Z and Ultraman.
Meh.
Oh, I can see the Mazinger Z of it. Yeah, I can see what you're talking about. Yeah.
I see the Ultraman definitely.
Yeah, Ultraman, but like, I didn't think about Mazinger Z. That's a good comparison.
Baby Rider.
Oh,
Oh,
your favorite, David.
Oh god, I think that also means Amemiya designed that too, didn't he?
He is the fetus.
That's the low point of Amemiya's career. There you go.
He designed the Lalafels.
Although in his defense, he probably he was probably only commissioned to draw that, so it probably wasn't his fault.
It's probably
I mean, I'd buy a Bandai figure of that thing, just have it displayed, and make it
Do you
spin
get-
around.
Tony, do you genuinely like that design out of curiosity?
I mean, it looks no different than a Buddha statue.
Don't you dare insult Buddha. Okay, no. It looks like Hyper Electric Buddha from Electric Dragon.
Oh, you're saying you wanted to be electrocuted?
Yes, I do.
Jay asks, Cole, how do you feel about Singular Point Jet Jaguar?
my big round watermelon. Yes, he is. I really like the Jet Jaguar design. I actually am a fan of it. Actually, I know he's gonna get I know people are complaining about the short legs, but he's gonna get longer ones, so he's gonna look better.
Got
But,
new legs, Lieutenant Dan. Just to quote Andres.
No, they're bringing Jet Jaguar back, and they're bringing Megalon back. Let me tell you, dude.
know.
Wait, really?
I want to scream.
Wait, Megalon's coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Megalon.
thought it was Kumonga.
Well, I mean, it's I mean, he's got like the drills, the
Yeah,
color
you can
patterns,
see
the
it.
Wait a minute.
I'm looking this up.
I mean,
Yeah.
Megalon is a lot more insect looking in singular point.
Which is neat.
Is he-
I'll take it. I mean,
Is it that green looking bug thing that people have been calling Kumanga?
yeah, and
Yeah.
it has the drills.
yeah, you can tell it if you look at it close enough. I mean,
Oh, those are drills. Well, oh my god.
yeah. Singular point's already a 10 out of 10. You kidding me? They brought both of them back. 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Perfect.
And they're also bringing back Menda.
Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah, he looks more like an eel.
Yeah.
Ugh, eels creep me out.
Eels taste good. What are you talking about?
Have you played Mario 64? Eels are creepy.
Unagi.
It's just it's the fact that they don't blink and just the way they move. It's just so off-putting.
Yeah, like in Little Mermaid.
I could tolerate it in Little Mermaid. At least those look cartoony.
Daimo Z asks, what do you think is a mecha anime that would benefit from having a tokusatsu adaptation?
Mazinger Z.
Conversely, yes, I was literally just gonna say Mazinger Z. I feel like Mazinger Z would have a great tokusatsu adaptation. And just read the rest. Conversely, what is a mecha toku that would benefit from an anime adaptation? Discounting real examples of both. Let's see. So a live action mecha to anime. Honestly, the Mysterians. I think the Mysterians could really benefit from having an anime adaptation, because the Mysterians as a film,
Did
but
you have an upgraded Mogira?
It's mediocre, in my opinion.
yeah, I mean, you know, kind of think about it more. I'd love to see an anime adaptation of the Mysterians, and just to see how they would do Mogira.
Yeah.
As long as it's not the same company that did Japan Sinks 2020, then it's all good.
Don't you mean Japan Stinks 2020?
Yeah.
It's almost like synonymous for 2020 as a year. That anime.
Cole. Sorry, didn't mean to go to that next question. What do you think is a mecha anime that would have a tokusatsu show, and what is a live action mecha that would have a good anime adaptation?
I know this wouldn't happen, and honestly, I prefer an animation. But if I had to pick one, I think Gurren Lagann would be interesting to see in like a toku style. I think that would be very interesting to see.
Really, you don't think it's in a toku style already?
No, it is, but I mean, like in like live action. That's what I'm really saying. Like seeing it like that, it'd be interesting. But I think like actual toku that could be in mech or like animation. I gotta think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
I like how the comment is like completely covering me and Cole's face, like just the top part of my head. It's like well, Cole, aren't you a fan of the Mysterians? Wouldn't you want to see it?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see that. I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool. But I guess I'll go with the Mysterians just to not drag on the question too much. I want to keep the flow of the stream.
What about you, Sean?
I guess Gunhead. Come on.
I mean, Gunhead already got a manga, so why not have an anime?
As bad as the movie is, what's to say you can't do an anime of Gunhead?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Sean.
I'm freaking.
Spires Prime says, Sean, ever seen Alec from Bionicle?
Oh my god, Bionicle. I remember I used to play with Bionicle growing up. Remind me who Alec is from Bionicle exactly?
I'm not. I mean, I'm not too familiar with Bionicle, unfortunately. I just figured I'd bring up that question since it was directed at you.
I liked playing with Bionicles growing up. That's the only thing I can answer this question with.
Okay, Jay. Sorry, I briefly touched upon your question and kind of dipped out earlier. Davis, how would you do a potential King Kong in space movie?
Space Chimps?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you remember Space Chimps? I remember when that came out.
Davis knows what I said earlier.
Yeah.
In the comments.
Honestly, I'd kind of like to see something similar to Planet Hulk, but with King Kong.
Yes, King Kong
That-
gets sent to a screwed up kingdom, and he just becomes king of that place. And yeah,
Planet Kong. That's a title. Or
I'd watch
King
it.
Kong of Mars. I don't know. Let's see.
Kong
Or-
habitat.
My idea would be mankind won't kill Kong. They send him on a rocket. Jay, I love you, man.
Yeah.
Like in Planet Hulk, and King Kong winds up on some random planet fighting aliens.
Great minds
Yes.
think alike.
Yep,
Great
Oh,
great
yeah.
premise.
Absolutely. Who will win, Showa Megalon or G1 Megatron?
Megalon, no contest.
I mean, if Megatron became Galvatron, then it'd be a different story.
If we're talking about just Megatron in his like regular form, yeah, Megalon's gonna win. Megalon will just squeal a lot, but he'll ultimately win the fight. If it's just him and Megatron, now if we're talking Galvatron, then rest in peace, Megalon.
Galvatron,
that.
voiced by Leonard Nimoy.
I like how Cole is just
Rest in
remaining
peace, Leonard Nimoy.
rest in
Yes.
peace. I like how Cole's just remaining silent when I said, yeah, but Galvatron might take care of Megalon. He's just like, no, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong. No, I have the death battle to prove it.
Oh god.
Oh god, death battle.
Remember that?
Why? Yes, I am also 12 years old and argue over power scaling in Dragon Ball Z and Godzilla movies.
I remember. I remember the death battle of Goku and Superman. That takes me back, bro.
That pissed off so many people.
It did.
Remember the
I remember seeing the
Gamera
big
one?
dislike ratio. I'm like, dang, this movie definitely pushed the button.
Oh yeah, I remember the Godzilla versus Gamera one where it was a composite Godzilla and a composite Gamera, meaning they had every strength and every weakness of every version of their respective characters, and it was super one-sided because of it.
And you know what's sad? It's just like, realistically speaking, whether you like Gamera or not, I think Gamera would win that fight.
Yeah.
That's just me personally.
Let's see here. Or just do a remake of Kong in Space. Oh, wait.
Was that a thing?
I'm not so sure. Let's see. Where astronauts go to space and bring alien Kong to Earth, and he causes havoc.
Oh, I see what you're trying to say. Like, instead of King Kong, like, it's an alien like King Kong, and they try showing it off in Earth, and then it goes on a rampage.
I feel like the Kong questions are fitting, Davis, just because of the video you posted earlier today.
Yeah. I did mention King Kong in space in the recent video, so.
Listen, I just love that you gave some love for the Nosferatu remake in the recent Kong video.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I mean,
The horror geek in me appreciates that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mad Matt says, if y'all ask me, Vodums as a Toku series and directed by Keita Amemiya too would be dope, and a Gunhead anime would be badass. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, Gunhead anime would be cool.
Let's see. I wish Showa King Kong was an Invasion of Astro Monster. Oh my god!
Really?
Can you imagine King Kong getting doped out on his berry juice and Xylian snag him in his sleep on Faroe Island and winds up on Planet X with Godzilla and Rodan?
Dude,
How do you work him into the story, though?
Nick Adams talking about King Kong. I can just imagine it right now. It'd be beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Someone says King Kong. King Kong is the key to all this. No, it isn't.
You double-crossing fink.
We need Kong. The world needs him.
Dude, that line is in every TV spot I've ever seen for GVK. I swear, I can't get out of my head at this point.
Why isn't it in a poster then? It needs to be in a poster.
Does the word? Is it like the words that just get stuck in your throat, Cole?
No, it's stuck in my throat. That's my best impersonation of it. That's my best.
I'm not gonna lie, that imitation was so spot on. Listen,
Oh, sweet.
I did Tokusatsu Marathon not too long ago, and the words get stuck in my throat is like ingrained into my head the same way that Rebecca Black's Friday is ingrained into my brain.
No, that's a masterpiece. That's a
For all
masterpiece.
the wrong reasons.
Dama says the Kiryu versus Dragonzord death battle is also very, very biased. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I figured
Who
that
won that?
I just couldn't.
Sure,
I
you-
just couldn't get into.
Absolute Zero.
I just couldn't
Oh.
get into those videos personally. I just thought they were just. Yeah, they just weren't my thing.
I thought the animation got poopy once Rooster Teeth took over.
I thought the. Well.
Yeah.
listen,
Plus, they also steal. They also tend to steal fan art for their thumbnails. So
Oh, they
it's,
do. That's scummy.
yeah.
Do they not even credit
Yeah.
people? If they don't, that's pretty scummy.
Oh wow, Brian from Monstrosity sings the Friday song. Nice.
No,
It's
he-
Friday.
Monstrosity sings it like.
He even does the dance.
And going back to King Kong and Monster Zero, Daima says he just goes wild on the Xylomar base.
Yep.
I just want to say the second best cover of the words get stuck in my throat is on a previous stream when Davis did his little metal cover.
Yeah.
Death metal cover. And probably woke up his neighbors
Yep.
and ruptured Cole's eardrums.
I can't hear it. Yeah, that's blood. Thanks, man.
You just performed the Sindel fatality on him.
Oh,
Dude,
We're
drinking
just-
that Gatorade there,
is that
boy.
the fruit punch? Is that the fruit
Do you
punch?
even know the name of that Gatorade?
I just call it Gatorade.
It's fruit
Yeah, it's
punch.
fruit punch.
Yeah. I know my
Like,
Gatorade.
Your
I got-
IQ has to be high to understand the names of all the Gatorade flavors.
Okay, but if you call Gatorade by their flavor names and not color, then you're
my
not
little
even
product
human.
placement. Here's my little product placement. I got Powerade. Any love
Oh,
for
nice.
We're gonna
Powerade?
get claimed. No, Sean, we're gonna get claimed. Get it out of the frame.
You want to see some product placement?
No. You're right. I don't want to get.
Here you go. Here's some Ecto Cooler.
I see.
I
No,
You
can't
guys
Yes.
want
listen.
some? You guys want some Skittles? Yes. Wait,
I got some-
I
I got some
check
M&Ms for Christmas.
this
and I
out.
got- And I got a
Santa
Cliff
now.
Bar here.
just
I know
think you're
D-Man loves those
hungry.
shits. And I got
Skittles.
chicken and a biscuit or a box of an empty box.
Speaking of product placement, I recently bought Primal Warrior Drake
Hey!
Metal
Oh,
Chronicles from
nice.
Amazon. Feel free to go buy that, as well as Draco Azul issues 1 and 2, also available on Amazon and Comixology.
John Codex says King Kong versus Titans, a live action series. Are we talking the Titans from Attack on Titan?
Yeah. King Kong and Attack on Titan. Even though we already have the Beast Titan,
Yeah, I was about to say.
we have the Beast Titan, but it's not King Kong, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Davis, come on, the Attack on Titan fan in you don't you approve of seeing King Kong fight the colossal Titan if he was that big?
Yeah, I mean that's what I was getting at, Sean. I'd love to see like the actual King Kong in Attack on Titan.
I just want
Who
to
would
see who would win.
No, I was saying like who would win though, the Beast Titan or King Kong? Who would win?
King Kong.
King Kong.
I mean, yeah, the Beast Titan can throw boulders, but all Kong needs to do is just shove a tree down his throat.
Yeah.
Well,
King
yeah,
Kong can throw
remember,
boulders too. That's what he did for most of Godzilla vs. Kong.
you gotta remember the Titans have their weak spots.
Yep.
The apes.
Oh yeah. Oh, Dave, we need Scry to remix the words "Get Stuck in My Throat" from War of the Gargantuas.
Yeah.
Scry, you have a Patreon. Make it a Patreon goal.
Which I am a proud supporter of the Patreon page of SCRYE Productions.
Yes, Scry, if you're watching, make the Words Get Stuck in My Throat remix a Patreon goal.
I appear in his Final Fantasy live streams.
Okay. The words get stuck in my throat. Cinematic remaster.
No.
I'll
Hey,
voice I'll do the lyrics. I'll do the lyrics.
No. We need a Words Get Stuck in My Throat cover but in like the epic style of One Winged Angel from FF7.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
The
words get stuck in my throat.
stuck in my
The
throat.
words get stuck in my throat. The words get stuck in my throat. The words get stuck in my throat.
See, remember the movie Idiocracy? They replaced all the water fountains with Gatorade because the studio,
Brondo.
people of the future thought it was good for you because of marketing. I
It's
mean,
called Brondo.
Gatorade
remember
is good for you. I mean,
I've been meaning to watch that movie Idiocracy.
It's so good.
yeah,
I hear it's hilarious.
yeah, I hear it's very good. It's also got Terry Crews in it, and
Yeah,
that's
President
what makes me wanna
Camacho.
watch it. And
Sex Queen.
it's also in my campus library, so I should probably pick it up soon.
Yeah,
Get it.
yeah. Do a double feature. That and Apocalypse Now. Idiocracy and Apocalypse Now. The true gateway to human nature are those two movies, Davis.
Yep.
Yes.
But is it in the Library of Congress? Like Shrek is in the Library of Congress? I mean,
I'm hoping that movie ends up in Library of Congress one day. I doubt it.
I
mean-
hope Kamen Rider Zeto ends up in the Library of Congress.
I mean, I'm just saying, Godzilla versus Megalon in Library of Congress.
get it in there. Get it in there right now.
Hey, I mean, if you think about it, it is a culturally significant film.
I will
Because-
die a
How
happy man.
That movie was everywhere when it first came out and was brought over to the U.S.
If I for some reason become a politician, you bet that's the first thing I'm gonna do if I get into Congress. Put Megalon in the
Yo.
Library of Congress.
Davis, Devilman, Crybaby in the Library of Congress.
But that's
I had
that's not
That's
a
not
movie.
a movie though.
Well, make a movie edit of it then. Then you could put it in the Library of Congress.
Just make
Hey,
a Snyder Cut 4-hour version of the show. Or
It's
something.
it's a 10 episode series. Yeah, make a movie edit of it.
Okay, you think Japan would get pissed off at us if we put Prophecy of Nostradamus in the Library of Congress? Like they
Let's
would
do
go
it.
back. Yeah.
Wait, that in Half Human.
Oh
No.
god.
Oh come on! If you're gonna put any of those movies, I'd put Submersion in Japan on Library of Congress because that movie actually deserves to be in the Library of Congress.
Honestly,
Yeah.
No, the Roger Corman cut of Submersion in Japan, Tidal Wave, should be in Library of Congress.
Oh yeah, the one where
Library
you
of Congress.
can't see anything.
No, we're not putting that one in there.
Yes.
And and what's his name sounds like Garfield for some reason.
Onodera. Yeah, he's the one who sounds like Garfield.
You
Okay.
kidding? Him?
Now let's get
bootlegs count for Library of Congress? Bootleg films?
Paul
Sorry
Sorry.
should be in the Library of Congress.
Yeah.
Okay, they got bootleg discs of all the cutscenes of FFX and FFX2.
Oh my god!
All
Wait, can we-
cutscenes.
Wait, can we
Please,
get Godzilla 85 in Congress, please? That would be
The American
amazing.
cut with Dr. Pepper in it.
Davis,
Yeah.
Davis,
Pepper.
Paul Blart Mall Cop in the Library of Congress.
Why is it in there?
Yes.
Why isn't it in there?
Yes.
Come on. We got to get the politicians on it.
We got to get the Paul Blart editions on it. Paul Blart Mall Cop. I want a how many years old is Paul Blart Mall Cop? The first one isn't it like over 10 years old now?
I think.
Sean,
crap,
you broke
really?
me. Sean, you
But,
broke me from that pun.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
probably do.
I want AeroVideo to do like a special Library of Congress anniversary release of Paul Blart Mall Cop with an audio commentary by Kevin James.
I thought you were going to
Okay,
say Matt
I-
Frank.
No.
I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but back in high school, one of my friends and I, we made our own like Paul Blart Mall Cop lore, and it was basically the Lord of Metal Gear Solid, but with Paul Blart characters.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that in the video
I'm just
game.
Who was
picturing
Ocelot?
Paul Blart- I'm just picturing Kevin James on like a Metal Gear, like riding it around.
Who was
Who's
Ocelot?
Paul Blart? Who's Paul Blart?
I mean,
Paul
Paul
Blart
Blart is Solid Snake. Yeah.
Who's
Oh my
Ocelot,
god,
though?
Kevin James is Solid Snake, and that's a
It would be Ocelot.
Ocelot is the villain from the second Paul Blart movie.
Who is Amy? Who is Amy?
I'll have to look at the.
Wait, who'd be Liquid Snake? Would it just be Kevin James but skinnier?
Kevin James from Zoo. What's that movie where he plays a guy?
Zoolander?
Zoolander. Yeah.
Wait,
No,
No.
Zoolander.
no,
that's
not
Zoolander.
Zoolander. Zookeeper, I think it was called.
Oh,
Yeah,
Zookeeper. I think it's Zookeeper.
I have the whole thing on a Google Doc, so I'll have to pull it up sometime.
Yeah.
Wait, please
Zoolander.
tell me that Vec
So-
from the first Paul Blart movie is he Liquid Snake?
I think he was.
Oh!
But anyway, moving on. We've been on this for a while.
No, this is a very healthy conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
King Kong versus the Gargantuas on Planet X.
Well, why
Okay.
why would he fight both of them?
Just cause.
Him and Sonda would team up. Sonda's a good guy. Sonda did nothing wrong. Sonda was innocent.
Someone resurrect Honda to direct it, please. I want that made.
Oh god. Bad Albert the movie. Oh no.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, have you guys actually seen the live action Fat Albert movie?
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw it a long
Yes,
time
and it has Bill
ago.
Cosby in it.
It's quite a movie.
Yeah.
The less we talk about Voyage in Space for the Library of Congress. Sure.
Have you guys heard of Voyage into Space?
I've
Yeah,
heard of it. Haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I mean, I do plan on checking it out eventually because Damo Z actually commissioned me to do a video on Giant Robo, and I'm super looking forward to getting around to that. Honestly,
You know what?
Oh, Jay.
Samurai Assassin for Library of Congress. Davis,
yeah, Samurai Assassin.
Tony, I gotta make you watch Samurai Assassin, dude.
You'll love it. Tony.
Samurai Jack?
Samurai Jack
cartoon.
for Library of Congress. Hell yeah.
That's a
Well,
cartoon.
there's the Samurai. Hey, there's a Samurai Jack movie. It's just technically just the first 3 episodes, but
Could count. Could count.
Tony, there is a beheading in Samurai Assassin, and not any kind of beheading. Just wait till you see it.
it
Okay.
looks brutal at first, and then in one shot, it's something.
Yeah.
Wait, can we,
Edited
get,
80s big picture show for Library of Congress.
can we get the live
Hell
action?
yeah!
Can we get the live action Fist of the North Star in Library of Congress?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Davis, there's some love for Paul Blart in the comments. You
Um,
gotta
Oh,
I'll get to them.
Pluto Nash. Oh my god.
Mark Casper Smith. Hey, how's it going? Here's my first question for tonight. And
Hey, Mark. Hey,
are you-
Martin.
are you going to see Godzilla vs. Kong in theaters? If there's a possibility of a slight uptick of COVID at the end of the month,
No,
I
To
did-
get vaccinated.
no.
I definitely plan on seeing it in theaters. I just won't be able to opening night or opening day technically because like I was thinking it was going to be one of those things where it's like there'd be show times like the night before it finally comes out, and it seems like that's not the case for this movie. And I was going to go back to my home and watch it with my little brother, but that seems like that's not going to happen. And I am also hosting a screening here at my college for the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool.
yeah, and and I'm not too concerned about like the whole like COVID spread aspect of it when it comes to movie theaters, because I've actually been to like I've actually been to like several theaters during this time, and they're actually doing a really good job enforcing like health protocols. Like it's like whenever you like reserve a seat, the next 2 seats have to be empty. Like there has to be a gap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as long as you take the necessary precautions, man. Then it's
Yeah,
fine.
Not
and-
sick.
Yeah, and show times are also like further apart just to give the people who work there more time to clean all the seats and everything.
Nice.
And they're heavily enforcing like masks. Like excuse me, if you don't have a mask, you can't go in. Like that's the end.
What if you're eating popcorn?
What if you're dressed like Scorpion for the Mortal Kombat screening?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll allow that because you're wearing a mask.
Yeah. At
I
least
think
there's
it was Raiden or
a
Johnny
COVID
Cage.
protocol.
I'm personally just gonna stick to watching it at home. You know, I got HBO Max. You know, I'll just watch it in the comfort of my home. And plus, you know, I'm happy that we're slowly returning to, you know, a state of normalcy gradually. I don't want to take the risk personally.
I
Can't
guess
see your face.
and that's totally understandable.
Can you see it
Better.
now?
Better.
I'm gonna say in theaters just because it's Godzilla and Kong, and what can I say? I've watched Godzilla and Kong fight on a movie screen and like IMAX, so like I'm gonna try and see it opening night if I can, just because it'd be such a one in a lifetime kind of experience.
To be honest, I'd rather go see a screening of King Kong versus Godzilla, the Japanese version.
Oh, I would too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be so fun.
I doubt that JD Lee would want to screen that because of his personal beliefs, but I don't want to get to that topic.
I'm not even talking about GFest.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like it was like a program that like Steve Rifle hosted, because I know Steve Rifle is, you know, I believe he's a fan of King Kong vs. Godzilla. Well, Steve Rifle loves Ishiro Honda's work, so I wouldn't see why, you know, he could totally host like a smaller screening, I guess.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Oh, damn it.
Garfield the movie for Library of Congress.
Oh, what about the second Garfield movie in Paris?
Tale of Two Kitties?
Yeah.
I mean, not as good as the first one.
Advent Children, Library of Congress.
Oh no.
I'm just looking whatever I see in my
Pluto
room.
Nash.
Oh, God, Pluto Nash.
Pluto
Oh.
Nash.
Pluto Nash, yeah, okay. The Hillary Clinton dollars.
If Library of Congress owns a movie in its vault, does that make it public domain? If so, there needs to be a grimdark Toku remake of Shrek.
and the theme of Shrek, the Shrek remake, is going to be society.
Oh god.
Because he's an
God,
ogre.
Illumination better not screw up Shrek. Because I heard like they might remake it.
Although, unfortunately, if Shrek were to be public domain, I think we'd all be dead at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I think that will be for another generation, long past ours, Davis.
yeah, okay. The next generation Shrek is going to be their Dracula, if you think about it.
That's terrifying. Don't put that thought in my head. I
What?
hope you're proud of yourself.
Shrek is love, Shrek is life, dude.
I watched all of those videos.
Can we get that Library of Congress?
Nice.
You need to mark "not safe for work" though on those films.
No,
Shrek was a book
Jojen must
before
be
the
able
movie,
to see.
though.
I'm just kidding.
Tony, how could he be so? Tony, how could he be so evil?
I saw that when I was in middle school, and freaking the whole
We all
hallway.
did.
The whole hallway of
Yeah.
students were laughing, and the teachers were wondering what the hell was going on.
Okay, so there's probably some legal leeway or some sorts when it comes to Shrek because, as Metaluna Zombie says, it was a book before the movie.
That's
But it
right.
did become a franchise.
1990.
That's right. It was a book. I forgot about that. And he was originally going to be played by Chris Farley.
Really?
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you guys didn't know that? Chris Farley was originally going to be the voice of Shrek in the first Shrek movie, but unfortunately, you know.
No, we
Yeah.
we got
Tried-
the godly Mike Myers. It's okay. We got the
Tried-
godly Mike.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but Mike Myers was so perfectly cast as Shrek. He brought so much. And no disrespect, I love Chris Farley. Now
Yeah.
there actually exists audio of Chris Farley voicing Shrek.
Really?
So okay, you know the Shrek the great scene in Shrek. One of my favorite scenes in the movie when Donkey and Shrek are sitting by the campfire, and it goes into why Shrek is so like such an isolationist. Well, there exists storyboards with audio, Eddie Murphy and Chris Farley is reading Shrek's lines.
Oh wow.
So yeah, you can find it on YouTube. So
Okay, I just want to bring something up real quick. We went from Keita Amemiya to talking about Shrek.
Is it because of that
Where's my-
AVGN
Welcome
episode?
to the Toku Titan podcast, everybody.
where's my
Yeah.
Davis? Where's my Keita Amemiya Shrek movie?
Honestly, I love to see Keita Amemiya design Shrek.
Oh god.
I'm just picturing Shrek like beating a bunch of knights, but there's like Toku like sparks coming out of him or something every time he punches them or something.
No, Shrek would look like something out of Zerum.
Yeah,
my God.
Shrek is basically a redesigned Zerom, but it's the design from the second movie, but instead of the Anubis ears, it's Shrek's ears.
No. It's one of the creatures that Zerum spawns.
Onions.
No,
Onions.
no. The ears are like the freaking weird baby faces, but he has like two of them. They, like, explode.
Or worse. Neonoid, and it's a Kamen Rider monster. Shrek is a Kamen Rider monster that Neonoid just sends to go after.
Well, I was gonna say like the face on a Zerom's forehead, it's Donkey's face.
Oh god, don't ruin that for me.
Hey, Shrek.
Actually,
does Donkey like laugh like the face does? And you like, hey, Shrek.
I actually, no joke, I actually love Eddie Murphy as Donkey. He was so flawlessly cast. Donkey! Hey, no love for Smash Mouth there, Jay? I hate Smash
Real
Mouth.
quick, do you ever feel existential dread knowing that in 12 years King Kong will be a century old?
Oh my god.
I'm honestly happy that that he'll be a century old in 12 years. Like that's a huge milestone for something like King Kong, honestly.
Yeah, but I don't want to imagine myself being 32.
Davis, next year, the original Nosferatu is going to be a century old.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
That's a good movie too.
It is. Or was it it did come out in 22? Did the original Nosferatu?
Jay, you don't like Smash Mouth?
Yeah, 22. It came out 22. Yeah, don't you badmouth Smash Mouth.
They did All
Hey,
Star.
now, you're a rock star. You came on. I mean, he wasn't. I mean,
sorry, Jay.
he was an idiot recently. He did host a concert and completely went against the social distancing guidelines, so I understand that.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Blue Nova?
What's up?
Hey, Blue Nova, what are we lying about? What are we lying?
If we're lying, it's Sean. It's Sean's fault. It's Sean. If we're lying.
Yeah, it's
Bitch boy over
it's-
here.
Davis. No,
Pointing the wrong
you're
direction.
lying. It's all
Oh, a
lie.
lie.
You look like Malcolm from
Why am
Home
I-
Alone when you
why
do
am
that
I-
face.
Why am I always the go-to punching bag here?
Uh,
It's because I'm short, isn't it?
Yes.
yeah.
Well, joke's on you. I'm the oldest one here.
Well, you got me
look
there.
Like you're 9, Sean.
Ooh.
John Kodak says, "What are your thoughts on Giant God Warrior Pierce in Tokyo?"
Love it.
Love it.
Oh, great short.
It's
Love it.
awesome, especially now that I finally saw Nausicaa: The Valley of the Wind, which is
Oh, what'd you think of that? It's a great movie.
I
Oh,
love
it's so
Nausicaa. It's
So
a
good.
great film.
It's Nausicaa is my second favorite Miyazaki movie. Spirited Away is my favorite, but Nausicaa is number 2. Nausicaa's so good.
Actually, my favorite's Castle in the Sky, or Laputa, I think is what it's called in Japanese. I think that's my favorite Ghibli movie.
That's a good one too.
My
I
favorite
love
is. Well, I like Howl's Moving Castle because Kristen Bell's voice is awesome.
I'm sorry, but Jay is going on a full crusade against Smash Mouth. Well, those people who went to see Smash Mouth deserve to get.
Damn!
Booty
booty
sauce juice. Come on, Jay.
Wait,
Hey, Jay. You're just
Can
being
we-
butthurt. Jay, you're just being butthurt because hey now you're a rock
You're a
star.
rock star.
Game on.
Hang on.
Yeah. Hey,
dude,
now,
can we
Hey
please
now,
start a
you're a rock
hashtag?
star.
Can we get a
Jay,
hashtag
Jay.
going? Hashtag booty sauce. Can we please make that a hashtag?
Jay, I have a story for you. Somebody once told me the world was gonna tell
blow
me.
me.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Davis, you have control of this stream. Just put the mute button on Tony.
Hey, we might get copyrighted for saying Smash Mouth. Do you know how the YouTube copyright ID system works? We can't even sing it, so we should
Davis, can you
stop.
show the names for a quick second? I want to show something with the names. Can you show our names again real quick?
What?
What?
Check what
I should change my name instead of Team Zeto. It's Team Booty Sauce.
Yes, we gotta make it a thing, guys. Come on, hashtag booty sauce.
Martin says, what do you think the Godzilla franchise would have looked like in America if John DePonte's Godzilla was made and released instead of Emmerich's Godzilla?
I guess a precursor to what the MonsterVerse is doing, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Something like that. Let's see here.
Jay, do you at least like Shrek?
That's a good question.
You can hate Smash Mouth all you want, but you cannot hate Shrek.
Yeah.
I'd be down for a Nerd Cage live Shrek watch along.
That's only if he likes it. He might hate it.
Yeah. Oh,
in his words, he'll be like, once and never again.
Real quick, Damo says in 10 minutes, the 33rd page of his webcomic, Grand Nexus, is being posted on Twitter and DeviantArt.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, like so Grand Nexus, it's basically Dimos's love letter to like classic super robots, like that like predated Mazinger Z. Mainly stuff like Tetsujin and Giant Robo, if you guys are familiar with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Just figured I'd plug that real quick.
Sweet.
Also, a little unrelated, but with opening the Mazinger Z, like the original, kind of a banger. I kind of came across it the other day. It's a banger.
By the way, how about the original Tetsujin that we watched the other night? Or was that Tetsujin or Mazinger Z that we watched, that footage that we saw the other night, Davis?
Oh, it was the 60s live action Tetsujin, which Daimos did bring to my attention a while back.
that was something. That was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Also, Jay, how dare you not believe in Shrek? Shrek is love and Shrek is life.
Anytime, Daimos. Oh wait.
Indifferent.
How dare you be indifferent about Shrek?
You don't like Lord Farquaad and Mike Myers as a big green guy? I mean, I don't.
You don't like Eddie Murphy as a donkey?
You don't like the Matrix references?
You don't like Kate? You don't like or what's the actress's name? Who plays Fiona? What's her name?
Oh, I forget who plays Fiona.
Yeah, I forgot her name too.
What's her name? She's a big name.
And yes, Daimos, the second opening to Mazinger Z is amazing. I love it.
Yes.
Orgy of robot death.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to that. I've only listened to the first OP. I gotta listen to the
Cameron
second.
Diaz.
Diaz voices Fiona?
Cameron
Yeah,
Diaz, yeah.
Holy crap, really? Dang.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
So
Tony.
Tony.
Tony,
All right, here. I'm gonna. Here.
Shrek is Shrek. It's Prince Charming.
Titan booty sauce.
I'm still wondering how we got from Keita Amemiya to this.
We went from an actual solid like format, and we were serious, to booty sauce. This is where we're at.
Davis. While we're at it,
Really, Sean? Come on.
Oh, he's bringing this back. Sean's bringing this back.
Okay. Since we're gonna play that game.
Oh no! Here we go. We started a war.
Okay. All right.
There.
Oh, really?
Okay, okay. How about this? Team Octopus, but it's the one from Ultra Q. How about that? From the Haunted Sea episode.
I'm pretty sure it's the same octopus, just reused in Ultra Q shot.
Hey, the octopus ending's better. It just works
That was a
thematically.
great. Hey, that was a great episode of Ultra Q.
I know.
Say what the
No.
booty sauces love? Booty sauces love.
Cole. I was.
Shrek Forever After was a movie way ahead of its time.
It's Criterion Collection material. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who will win, Shrek or Gabra?
Shrek, because in the end, this is his swamp.
Yeah, I'd say Shrek because technically Gabra is an imaginary creature. There's no way he only exists in the mind of a child. So
Meanwhile, Shrek is real. Shrek is as real as he can get. You know, I've spotted Shrek in the wilderness.
I met him at Universal Studios, so I have a picture of myself with Shrek praying to him. Actually.
Wait,
okay,
really?
I need to find this photo. I freaked out a bunch of other people in Universal, but I didn't go around screaming Shrek or Shrek is life. But people who might have gotten the reference.
Oh my god! If you did that, Tony, oh my god.
I just need to find this photo. Oh my god.
Where I want to see Shrek, but he's played by Toshiro Mifune. Toshiro Mifune's got a good grumpy face. He could totally pull off.
Oh.
Sean, the worst part about that is that actually sounds really good.
All right, this was at 2017.
Toshiro Mifune is shit.
Oh
I like
my
the
god.
Shrek.
I'm
Shrek's,
praying in front of Shrek.
Shrek's just looking at you like, what the hell are you doing?
That's so scary. That's so scary.
Well.
Shrek is tokusatsu. That photo proves it.
Whoa, hey, and while we're at it, Ed and Eddie is a tokusatsu show. I mean, it's even got a monster. It's got a guy in a suit in one episode. Am I right?
No, regular shows a mecha anime, like that one episode where they have a freaking robot fight.
Samurai Jack is the greatest tokusatsu series ever.
Agreed. Not as good as Megalon, but it's up there.
Nothing's as good as Megalon in your
No,
world.
you can't top it.
My male stripper name is gonna be Big Booties.
Hang on, Jay.
Yes, Jay, please.
Shark versus Big Monkey.
Yeah, Shark versus Big Monkey. Who would win and why? Big Monkey.
No, the shark from Shark Tale that's voiced by Jack Black will win.
Oh my god.
What about Shark to Puss, though? What about Shark to Puss? I don't know. I think
yeah,
that
there's
might
that
be
too,
big.
Shark to Puss. What about the sharks from Sharknado? Or what about the shark from Ape?
Oh my
god.
Big Shark. Oh my god.
Or the shark? No. I got one more. The shark from the 1960s Batman movie.
Well, no, that shark would lose because they got the repellent.
Sardines.
No, they got the repellent, so that shark sucks.
SpongeBob is a toku show. I would agree.
Yeah.
There is one episode of Ed and Eddie where Johnny was basically a common writer.
Yeah. Pretty much, Plank was his Barry.
Yeah. Mega's XLR.
No, I love Mega XLR. That was great.
I remember that.
Side note, Davis, have you ever heard the weird theory about SpongeBob? Which honestly is kind of a theory that I actually like. Is that the whole Bikini Bomb is literally just a nuclear testing site, and that they're all just mutations?
Oh my god.
Why do you think there's always those random explosions throughout the series? This minefields everywhere.
Oh my god.
It's a nuclear testing site.
Oh Jesus, that
That explains a lot.
that actually explains a lot.
Pie. Why is the pie in the episode "Dying for Pie" so like explosive when it blows up?
Oh my god.
You got some good points.
Yeah, that very good points, honestly.
That proved me wrong. Prove me I'm wrong. I want the comments to prove me wrong that SpongeBob does not take place in an abandoned nuclear testing site in the Pacific.
Well, you know, the Zetopians were kind of involved
in Catastrophe 1999 confirmed.
Oh yeah, SpongeBob's just taking place during prophecies in Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, you know what that?
well, if
Oh,
you're-
Davis,
Oh,
Davis, you know what that means? Davis, you know what that means? Then none of it ever happened because of the ending of prophecies. So, so SpongeBob never happened. It was all
Camp Coral never happened. And that
Well, if
that
we're,
Patrick spin-off show never happened either.
I mean, if we're going off the Bikini Bottom nuclear testing theory, I mean, if they must live in the same universe as the Zetopians because they're also involved with nuclear testing. So I mean, it's a cinematic universe when you think about it. You really got to think big about it.
Oh, you're wearing a Todd McFarlane Spider-Man shirt, I see.
Oh, yep, I am.
Yeah, that's Torment. I have that issue signed by McFarlane somewhere in my room, in my boxes and stuff.
Oh, nice. So King Neptune is heir to the Zetopian throne.
I mean, I'd watch it.
What is the most brutal and metal-based toku show you guys have watched? I mean, Hokkaido is very metal.
Yeah, we just talked about Hokkaido.
Yeah.
That has a Mortal Kombat fatality where someone gets their head torn off with their spinal cord dangling around.
Oh, yeah.
Guy gets stabbed with claw hand. Multiple people get blown their heads to smithereens by a shotgun. I mean,
yeah.
Groovy.
The John here's talking about shows. I mean, from what I hear, Garo has its moments. So probably that, even though I've only seen episode 1.
I mean, does Kamen Rider Amazons count?
Oh, Kamen Rider Amazons,
Yeah.
that's right.
Live in Amazon.
It's not brutal, but it tries to be metal and not in a good way. But Ultra 7X is a show that tries to be like edgy hardcore metal, and it fails on every degree possible.
Isn't Ultra 7's head like super tiny in that show too?
yeah, and he has he has like a prominent six pack. It's so
Tony.
bad.
Tony, I was just gonna say, yeah, Ultra or Kamen Rider Amazons, yeah, they got messed up. The most brutal tokusatsu movie, though, goes to Submergent in Japan.
Yes.
Yeah, that. I mean, the woman getting the glass shards in her face. Yeah, that's.
How countless people drowning or getting burned alive. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Just an average Tuesday here in Texas. So yeah.
it's to quote what was the Coen Brothers' first movie? Blood Simple. What I know is Texas, and out here, you're on your own.
He's not wrong.
Jay says my favorite cartoon, Dark Theory, is that Doug was abused by Mr. Dink and that he uses drugs he gets from Judy, which is why he has these trippy dream scenarios because he's trying to cope with what Dink did. 90s kid. Damn, all right.
You remember Doug? I give you credit. You know what Doug is.
Yes. I mean, I barely remember Doug, but
Yeah, I
I-
was never a fan.
yeah, I wasn't super into it, but you know,
I just thought it was kind of stale.
Shrek versus both Lizzie and Big Monkey, who would win and why? I mean,
George.
okay,
Lord Farquaad would win.
let's see. I mean, Lizzie is a gigantic mutated crocodile that is the size of a football field that can kick the well. I'm going to keep it safe here. Crap out of Godzilla. So, but how would Shrek fare against Godzilla? That's the question, because that would be the ultimate deciding factor as to who the winner would be.
No, Shrek would win. He's got the onions. He's got the
He'd
onions.
just
I
eat
think.
them. He'd just eat him.
Yeah.
No, he morphs him into a ball that looks like an onion.
Werewolf Queen. The answer is always Werewolf Queen.
I understood that reference.
No. The baby rider will win.
Oh god.
It looks like a Lalafell.
Let's see here. Kamen Rider Amazon had so much Mortal Kombat-esque fatality.
Yeah.
Parents complained not because of the gore, but because they hated their kids biting and ripping out the heads of their toys.
Oh my god! It turned kids into serial killers. What? That's awesome.
They're just enjoying the show, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Awesome.
Kamen Rider Amazons is great.
technically, the most brutal tokusatsu is the 1976 live-action version of Barefoot Gen.
I've been wanting to see that version of Barefoot Gen because I love the anime film, but I've been really wanting to see because I believe that was the first film adaptation of Barefoot Gen. And Rentaro Mikuni's in it, so that's another.
I believe Daimos might have linked it in my Discord server, but that was probably like a long time ago, and we posted a lot of stuff in that channel since then.
Long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
You think Ricky Ho counts as tokusatsu?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say so, considering the final battle.
You still gotta show me that, Davis.
Oh my god,
Yes,
you've
I
never
do.
seen Ricky Ho?
No.
Oh my god, it's like one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, Sean, imagine Fist of the North Star, but in a prison setting.
Yeah. Matter of fact, JonTron said that movie's based on true events.
Therefore it must be true if JonTron says it.
Because like in his video about like unsolved mysteries or something, like he had a shelf of movies, right? And it was labeled like movies based on true events or based on real life, and Ricky Ho was there for some reason.
Nice.
Martin says, by Big Lizzy, I meant Godzilla, and Big Monkey, I meant Kong. Okay, so it's Shrek versus King Kong and Godzilla.
Werewolf Queen.
Right. Okay. So I guess it's basically Godzilla versus Kong, but instead of Mechagodzilla, it's Shrek.
Basically.
Hey, don't spoil the movie. Actually, never mind. Adam Wingard posted something in his Instagram.
Yeah,
so whatever.
Adam basically said, "Screw it, Mechagodzilla's in the movie. Here's a picture of me holding the toy."
The comments on that Instagram post are so funny. Like, there was so many people are like, "Why'd you show this ad over it?"
Do they sound like Chain Smoker's Skull?
Yes, it's what they all sound like. They're all the same person.
Pity they never did a sequel based on the latter half of the Ricky O manga, fighting his evil superpowered brother in a death cult where they host gladiatorial battles for the masses, and he fights both an evil M. Bison and Conan writing Ed 209.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, like the manga for Ricky O it's insane. The anime version of Ricky O did adapt it, though.
Isn't Tetsuro Tamba in the Ricky O movie?
I'm
gonna look this up.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up. and Daimos, if you could, feel free to DM me on Discord the link to the live action Barefoot Gen. And yeah.
Oh my god, Tetsuro Tamba he's Master Zhang in the Ricky O movie.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Ear Lover himself is in the Ricky O movie.
Yeah, guy from Ip Man, the first Ip Man movie. He was in Ricky. It is Ricky, yeah. Ricky Ho is the guy who plays Ricky. He was in the first Ip Man movie. It's the guy with the blade.
Oh, who was he in the first Ip Man movie?
He was the one who fought Ip Man in his own house in the beginning.
I DM'd
I love
it.
it. Oh, I love
it. Okay, all right.
I love that scene. Ip Man's a good movie.
Ip Man's awesome. Saw the last one in theaters, and the ending made me cry. Okay, it didn't, but like it made me feel emotional. Like, oh,
No, it didn't make you. It didn't make you cry. It made you cry.
Like, I almost shed one tear just because of how epic the ending was in the montage.
I remember Dr. Mifune posting like his own live action Street Fighter fan cast on Twitter at one point, and he had Scott Adkins, who is the main villain in Ip Man 4, as M. Bison, and
I could see that.
Okay, I'd love to see that.
Matter of fact, I could see him as Shao Kahn.
Oh wait, actually, how tall is he? Oh, he's 5'10".
Never mind.
Probably not Shao Kahn.
I mean, the Rock could be Shao Kahn, but the Rock is too popular to be in something like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Okay, so guess the questions have come to a bit of a slowdown. We currently have 6 viewers, so if nothing comes up, you guys want to go ahead and call it?
So
Yeah.
Keita Amemiya, am I right, guys?
Yeah.
Megalon, best movie. No, I'm just kidding.
Keiichi Okamoto is an underrated director. Please go watch his movies.
Yes, please do.
This is a good movie. It belongs in, Library of Congress. It
I
has
thought you
Steve-
hated. I thought you hated that movie.
I mean, it's enjoyable, but just because it's bad doesn't mean it's enjoyable.
When did you get that? When did you do that?
Yeah. This here is an actual notepad that is a live action Attack on Titan movie themed. I bought it from Bai for $20, and I do not regret it at all.
What'd you write in it?
It's
Okay.
I wrote Kino Flick.
Here.
Now that's a phrase I haven't heard in a long time. Kino.
Here, I'm gonna be a show off too. Here's a booklet / poster of movie pamphlet / poster of Battle of Okinawa.
Oh, that is nice.
You
Yeah,
can't
look,
really see
look.
it.
Look! You got Tetsuya Nakadai, Keiji Kobayashi, and Tatsuro Tamba. Look at them! Look at them! Look at it! Look at it!
Look at it.
Oh,
You can't
yeah,
really
that's
see
it.
it, but I do have the
here.
based American poster of Megalon on my wall of the Twin Towers. These are the good
Oh,
poster. You can't really see it, but it's where my finger is.
Wait, can you see
I
it
can
now?
kind of see it.
Oh, you're talking about a poster in the background. I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about.
I got the Twin Tower poster, the good poster.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, it's the good poster.
Hey,
You gotta
Cole.
admit that poster is well drawn.
you want to see
It's
some
a
good
it's
shit,
a
Cole?
fun- What?
Oh, sorry. You want to see some good stuff, Cole?
What's the good stuff?
Did you burp?
Turkish Cerberus.
Did you just
Yes.
burp?
It's the
Did you just
best
burp?
third-person shooter game of all time.
That sounded like a burp, but that wasn't supposed to be a burp.
Vincent becomes Devilman in this game.
Oh, but it's terrible though. Oh my.
All right,
Lucrezia!
All right, Dave.
Yes,
Sorry,
he
David.
simped over Sephiroth's mom.
Here we
Here
go.
nerds flexing again. I have something that'll put y'all to shame, but I guess
yeah?
legally I can't show it.
What?
Oh,
we
oh,
can do
yeah.
that- We can do that in our little after dark session.
I mean,
I don't know what it is.
I already showed y'all. So
It's
Yeah,
just
If I had that, I'd lick it. Like
I
I'd
would
sniff and start
show-
licking that thing.
it's just.
I would
we
show
get it.
stuff, but I moved a ton of stuff downstairs because my house.
Matter of
was a
fact,
ton
I'm gonna move.
Oh, actually,
Look
Davis,
at my
we
comic
get
books
it.
right
Davis,
now.
we get it. You have a signed bootleg of Paul Gasari.
Like Kim Jong Un.
I got the first issue of Team 7. If anyone knows what that Image comic team is, it's where I think where Grifter came from. I'm not sure exactly. Got a lot of stuff in my lights. They're not even mine or my dad's.
Hey,
Got-
here, Tony. Since you,
Cyberforce. If anyone knows what Cyberforce is, I don't.
Hey, Tony, look at this. Look at this. This is an original cartridge.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
you
Chrono Trigger.
freaking-
guys, we have a question here. John Kodak says, "Hey guys, have you read the manga Kaichi number 8?
Read it. It's great. I
I've
love it.
been meaning to.
Yeah,
I've been meaning to.
I need to find it.
like I've read a little bit
Oh,
of
found it.
but I couldn't read more since for the past like few weeks I've just been hammered with work.
All right,
You should catch
Davis,
up. It's a great
ready to see this?
Hey.
Nice. I got a water bottle.
Well,
I have a
you,
performance series. I
Davis,
have
you do,
this one.
Davis,
that-
you do have a copy of Pulgasari, right? If I recall.
Yeah, and it's signed by Ken Satsuma.
Oh, good.
Like
So my joke
Ghost
earlier has
Rider.
value. My
Yeah.
joke actually has value.
Spider-Man versus Wendigo. Okay, I gotta put this back.
Please tell me that he laughed. I don't see that. Maybe Laura's watching. Maybe Laura's
Jay,
watching.
aren't you the one with the Funko Pop collection?
The Funko Pop collection and the beautiful red hair. Which, by the way, Jay, I'm being serious. You actually do have cool hair.
And I got
Yeah.
this one signed by Ryan Otley, who did the art for the beginning of this series, and he did the art for Invincible for a while. Which is gonna get a show.
I got a comb. I got a comb to comb my hair.
Nice. Martin says, who would win this fight? Zilla Jr. versus the Rampage movie versions of George, Ralph, and Lizzie.
Zilla Jr., I guess, since he's the one who has superpowers.
I guess Zilla Jr. just because of his mobility.
Yeah, probably.
Like, he has like a green beam
and,
coming out of his mouth.
and size, too.
That's in my Ultraman box. I'm not gonna touch that.
All right,
Somebody got hiccups.
Oh,
all right.
Sean, want to see something awesome?
Sure.
that's not awesome. Put that away. Put it away. Oh,
Part
no.
2 and Part 3. I got all
This
three.
this fortune I got from Pan Express has more value than that video
Whoa.
game.
What are you going to change it to, Jay? What are you going to change it to?
I'm actually gonna change my hair straight. Oh, okay.
Get a mullet.
Buzz cut?
No. Get a Beatles haircut.
Shut up, Ringo.
All right, so
Don't you be calling? Don't you be telling me to shut up?
okay, so after we find out what color Jay is gonna change his hair, you guys want to go ahead and call it?
Sure.
I'm down.
All right, Jay, hurry up.
My prediction is the same
Chop.
color. The same color as the most prominent color in this cartridge.
Oh my god, you have that?
Yeah, signed by
Purple
James
or
Rolfe.
platinum?
Oh,
That sounds sick.
Oh, purple. Okay.
Cool.
You'll be
Cool.
Rain.
nice.
Sweet.
Rain, the best ninja. Just kidding. It's Reptile who gets screwed over.
What about Sub-Zero?
Yeah, the Reptile.
Scorpion's the best.
Sub-Zero's the best. Team Sub-Zero.
Smoke.
No, when he became a
I like
cyborg or
Smoke.
after? Or like
Yes.
before cyborg or cyber? Okay, well.
Yes, meaning both.
But,
Jay says Sub-Zero.
pre-cyborg Smoke was just a reskin of Scorpion.
Diamond says that he's posting his webcomic right now.
Woo!
All right, you guys want to go ahead and call it?
Yep,
Sure.
I'm gonna go sleep now.
On stream.
I'll
see you guys later.
Anyway, thank you everyone for stopping by tonight's edition of the TokuTitanCast, and it was a lot of fun talking about Keita Amemiya and movies that should be in the in the Library of Congress.
Yes.
And let's go ahead and go around and plug our stuff and call it. Cole, want to go first?
Okay, sure. You can check me out on Instagram, Godzilla Gamer 77. I actually have a Twitter, Godzilla Gamer 77. I started using Twitter pretty recently. I actually started. I finally uploaded a YouTube video not too long ago on my YouTube channel, Godzilla Gamer 77. Please check it out. I worked pretty hard on it. I'm working on more videos in the future. It's a little bit of an update video too at the end, so please check out my stuff. I'm
kind of coming back to the internet, basically.
All right.
But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. You can go on to whoever is next.
All right, Sean.
All right. You forgot to promote Megalon, though.
Megalon, best film of all time. Please check it out. Buy the official Blu-rays. Get the Tokyo Shock, and please get the Criterion version and get it 10,000 times, please. We got to support Toho.
No.
And also get an HBO Max subscription and stream Godzilla vs. Megalon.
And get the Criterion, get the Godzilla Criterion show us set just for Megalon alone.
No, and buy it off the PlayStation Store, because you can also buy it off the PlayStation Store.
Exactly.
Buy it off the PlayStation Store. No joke.
And be sure to buy every VHS copy of Godzilla vs. Megalon, because there are a ton of releases for the.
Also support the MST3K version too. That's also a great version to watch. There's a multitude.
Even though it's hard to find.
Yeah.
And be sure to get the Godzilla vs. Megalon comic that coincided with the American release.
I got that.
It's a good read.
Well, a reprint of it.
Sure. Well, I have a Twitter page. Shout out to Japanese cinema. Username Cinema of Japan. It's just a page dedicated to Japanese cinema. Also have one on Instagram. I have one on Facebook. I don't really use the Facebook one as much. I am pretty active on Instagram. The Twitter account, though, is the main one that I primarily use. And today, I posted nothing but shots from Keita Amemiya's work, and that's also going to carry over into tomorrow as well. So be on the lookout for that. And if there are any shots that you want me to share from Japanese movies that you like, I'll happily share them and tag you. Can be animation. I want to make that very clear. I'm not just restricted to live action. I do animation as well. So yeah.
All right.
And while you're at it, go watch Kamen Rider Zero.
Yep.
Yes.
And also buy my T-shirt for Kamen Rider Zeto.
And Jay.
And Jay.
T-pop like after the video.
Yeah. All right, Tony.
Yeah, I have an Instagram, Daikaiju Tony, and I have a Twitter, Daikaiju Tony. My FF14 name is Lucius McLovin. I'm in the Coral server under the Crystal Data Center for any FF14 players out there, and I recommend checking out this comic, Ultra Mega. Like, it's really awesome.
Cool. In time, Jay.
In time.
All right. So, well, if you're already here, guess you already found me. I am your host, Davis Madole, also known as Titan Goji. I'm here on YouTube, also on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And I recently, started doing a King Kong retrospective video series. I just uploaded one about the Dino De Laurentiis Kong movies, mainly the 70s remake in King Kong Lives. Up next, I'll be doing a video on the Peter Jackson remake, as well as Kong Skull Island, and after that will be a review for Godzilla vs. Kong. So look forward to that. And there won't be a TokuTitanCast stream next weekend because I will be joining Nerd Cage Live for a Zack Snyder's Justice League watch party. And I'm also going to join their watch party for Godzilla vs. Kong, as well as Mortal Kombat. So look forward to that.
Yep.
And
Okay.
yeah, we're doing this again. All right.
Okay.
What's the name of the monstrosity we're making?
Name it Ernie.
Wait. Sean, move your head up more.
His name is Ernie. He's the next DLC character in Mortal Kombat 11.
Wait, let me try and get my face like this.
Hey, me and Davis got it right.
Yeah. Wait, let me get my bottom half of my face.
There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Wow, that's weird.
Okay, everyone, take care. Have a good night.
See ya.